This evening, the Utah Jazz take on the Boston Celtics with legendary guard Bob Cousy on hand. John Stockton looks to dish out his 10,000th career assist, moving himself one step closer to tying Cousy's own record of 8 straight assist titles. A remarkable feat that ranks with Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time NBA point total of 38,387 points scored. Tonight, be a part of history. NBA basketball is coming up next, and you gotta love it, baby. You're looking live on a Saturday night from the Salt Lake City, Utah Delta Center. And tonight, it's the Utah Jazz with a record of 36-14 on top of the Midwest Division of the Western Conference against the Boston Celtics. Their record 20-29 on the year. Hi, everybody. I'm Rod Hundley. We welcome you here to our simulcast. The Jazz on Thursday night here got sweet revenge against the San Antonio Spurs, and they won the game 120-113 as Karl Malone had 34 points for the Jazz, along with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals, and Utah pulled away in the fourth quarter and got the win. They're now 3.5 ahead of San Antonio in the Midwest. Meanwhile, the Boston Celtics last night lost a double overtime game to the LA Clippers over in LA. They lost it 127-121. Malik Sealy had 28 points for the Clippers, 28 more for Eric Montrose for Boston. Now, the last time the Jazz played the Celtics, Utah won at Boston January 13th. They won it 95-93. Karl Malone had 19 points, and the Jazz won it. But in that game, Felton Spencer went down with an Achilles heel and is out for the season, yet the Jazz went on and won 15 consecutive games on that road trip that gave them the second best record in the NBA in that category. Now we take a quick look at the Midwest Division standings. You'll see the Jazz on top of San Antonio by 3.5, and Houston likewise 3.5 back. Joining me now, the Meister, Ron Boone, and tonight, Stockton, 7 assists to reach 10,000. Another great milestone.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's going to be Karl Malone that gets that 10,000th assist. We'll have to wait and see about that.
All right, one of our key matchups, of course, will be up front. Dina Raja, the big forward, will go against Karl Malone, the mailman, one of the top scorers in the NBA.
Well, he's second on this team in scoring, but if there's a player on this team that fits the Celtics mode, I think it's Dina Raja. He does things simple. He's missed 14 games already this season, but he's a great player for this team.
And another player that you got to watch now, it'll be interesting, David Benoit will have to guard Dominique Wilkins, the human highlight film, who can score from anywhere. He's well over 20,000 career points.
No, he can definitely do that, but he's not doing it in Dominique fashion. Only 41% so far this season from the field.
So we'll take a look now at the Franklin game plan of what the Jazz are going to have to do in order to beat Boston tonight. They must contain the Celtics wind isolation game on the wing.
And that'll be Dominique Wilkins. Expect to see Sherman Douglas. Dominic will back you down. He'll do anything he can to get to the basket.
And number 2 on the Franklin game plan, the Jazz must not look past the Celtics. And of course, tomorrow night the Jazz play the Phoenix Suns, and their record is 39-11. Boston here 20-29.
Yeah, and this is the Delta Center, so even though this is your home turf, you just don't automatically put a W in front of a win against the Boston Celtics.
And of course, Utah has got a record of 19-1 against Eastern Conference teams, trying to run it to 20 and a sweep of the Celtics tonight. We hope you enjoy it. We'll be back. We'll meet the lineups, and we'll have it for you on our simulcast. The Jazz and the Boston Celtics from the Delta Center after this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's good.
Great voice. Strong.
Once again,
Rod Hundley along with Ron Boone, we welcome you back to the Delta Center. Tonight, the Jazz and the Boston Celtics go at it for the second time on the year. Utah winning the first game 95-93. I'm going to meet the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics under coach Chris Ford. Their record 20-29. They lost a double overtime to the Clippers last night in LA. 127-121. Starting Derek Strong, or they're introducing the entire lineup here for the Celtics. On starting tonight, Howard, Dominic Wilkins will be at 1 forward, a 6'8" out of Georgia in his 13th year, averaging 19 points a game. There's Dominic. And he'll team up front with Dina Raja. Raja for Croatia in his second year, averaging 18. Eric Montrose, #1 draft pick out of North Carolina at center, 7-footer. Right in the back line, it'll be D. Brown, who will start tonight at a guard, at 6'1" from Jacksonville, along with Sherman Douglas. Sherman from Syracuse. The head coach is Chris Ford. Assistant coaches Don Casey and Dennis Johnson. The trainer, Ed Lacerte. Now we'll meet the Utah Jazz. The Jazz are 36-14. They won their last game here against San Antonio, 120-113. Karl Malone had 34 points in that game. But San Antonio won the series overall 3-2. So if the Jazz and the Spurs were happen to tie at the end of the year, San Antonio will get the home court advantage because of sweeping the series. All right, here is Jamie Watson out of South Carolina, John Crotty from the University of Virginia, Sky Blue Edwards from East Carolina, Adam Keefe from Stanford, Brian Russell from Long Beach State, Tom Chambers from the University of Utah, Antoine Carr back in uniform from Wichita State, the big dog. Gets a nice welcome back. He'll be playing with goggles if he gets in the game tonight. Starting lineup, the bellman, Karl Malone out of Louisiana Tech. He'll be up front at the power forward. On teaming with David Benoit from Alabama. At center, James Donaldson from Washington State at 7'2". And a back court, point guard John Stockton, 6'1" out of Gonzaga, Spokane, Washington. Jeff Hornacek at 6'4" out of Iowa State. The head coach, Jerry Sloan. Our assistant coaches are Phil Johnson and Gordon Chiesa. The trainer, Mike Cheminsky, and his assistant, TC Terry Clark. On the referee for tonight's game, Ed T. Rush, Greg Willard, and Tom Washington. Hill County action. On Utah will be playing in their home white uniforms trimmed in green, gold, on purple. And for Boston, they'll be in the road greens, trimmed in white. And John Stockton will need 7 assists tonight to reach 10,000. And of course, already well over 10,000 points in his career. He'll be the first player in the history of the game to have 10,000 assists and 10,000 points. If everything goes according to plan, that should happen for the first half of this game. So again, they will stop the game and give John the ball here in recognition of the 10,000 assists. Legendary guard Bob Cousy of the Boston Celtics is here tonight. On hand, he's the one that has the record of 8 consecutive years of the assist title, and Stockton can win it this year He'll tie Bob Cousy's record. Currently, he's #1 in assists. Tonight's tip-off is brought to you by FHP Healthcare. Whether you're 5, 35, or 65, FHP is a healthcare plan for you. FHP Healthcare, your health partner for life. Montrose controls the ball, and they'll go back to D. Brown. Brown to the front court left, down to Jacksonville, 5-year veteran. Up top to Roger, around the horn right side. They'll work to Dominique, down low to Eric Montrose. He turns into the paint with a left-hand jump hook, and it's good. Montrose, who had 13 out of 15 shots last night, it's his first shot here in the Celtics lead 2-0.
That's the future of the Boston Celtics, Montrose and Raja.
Front court left. Here's Hornacek up top to Donaldson. Rick James right side angle to Stockton. John squares away, drives by Sherman Douglas, feeds back to the mailman, wide open, face right. Jumper, no good. Rebound, Sherman Douglas. Douglas spins into the front court. Douglas up top, terminates to the angle left. Dominique Wilkins again to Douglas. Straight away, pirouetting with the ball. He'll back his way in, turn to the right, jump it up, around the rim, no. Rebound, Hornacek. He'll lead it to Karl Malone. Knocked down and picked off by Eric Montrose. Ordina Raja, it is. Out of Sherman Douglas. Out of Celtics with a 2-0 lead. On front court, Douglas. They arrived at 3:30 in the morning here at the Salt Lake City Hotel after that double overtime loss to the Clippers yesterday. Here is Dominique Wilkins, left side with Benoit checking him. Dominique takes it down low left to Roger. Guarded by Karl Malone. A jump hook by the power forward won't go, and a rebound off. We got a loose ball foul, and that'll be charged to Eric Montrose. That'll be his first. Getting tangled up with Donaldson, and it'll be Jazz basketball.
Montrose with 133 offensive rebounds already this season. He will go to the offensive boards.
Well, down at the Alamo Dome in the second quarter, San Antonio leading Atlanta 39-35. They, of course, are 3.5 back of the Jazz in the Midwest. Here is Hornacek, front court left. Down low to Benoit. David backing in on Dominique. Go to the plane of the board. Push it up with the glass. Won't go. Tipped out by Montrose. Picked up by Sherman Douglas. And Benoit from behind knocks it away. Stock's got it. Stockton hurrying right side. Stockton looking for help. He'll back it out. Wide right with the ball. He bounces inside to Benoit. He's there. Jump hook. Good. Benoit. The assist to Stockton. He needs 6 more for 10,000.
And what a job David Benoit did, just keeping Sherman Douglas from getting around him, giving John Stockton a great target.
Left side here is Dominique Wilkins. Dominique yo-yoing against Benoit. Stockton comes over to double him. Up capital lane, they'll go to D. Brown. Brown checked by Hornacek, jump it for 3, no good. Rebound, Hornacek picks it up on the long bounce. Horny down the middle. Hornacek veers left. He'll wait now as the Celtics get back defensively, and the Jazz go to the half-court game. Hornacek looks to Karl Malone. He's got him low. The mailman holding. Back to Stock. He's inside, but he knocked it away. John picks it up, backs it out on the right wing. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Utah. Stockton drives base right, lay it up and in. Beautiful move by Stockton. D. Brown thought he was going to stay outside, and he turned it on. 4-2 Jazz. Brown comes back quickly left side. He'll drive to the base, and there to check him, Hornacek will get a foul. And it'll be Boston's ball. The foul occurred on the dribble drive. Jazz first foul. Well, for every assist the Jazz make at home, Blue Cross and Blue Shield are for security. We each donate $5 to the Caring Program for Children, which offers health insurance to Utah kids. Here's D. Brown up top of the ball. Down low left into Eric Montrose. Big center. Jump hook. Round the rim and out. About a 5-footer. Tipped out twice. Finally grab up Benoit. And Hornacek. Horny down the middle. He'll pull up at the top of the lane and give the Stockton wide right. Inside low to Karl Malone. He's underneath. Put it over there. Count it. He's fouled. John Stockton now needs 5 assists to reach 10,000, and the bucket's good and a foul on the play.
Just like from Joe Montana or to Jerry Rice or Steve Young to Jerry Rice, that ball was in the air before Karl Malone turned around. He knew exactly what Karl wanted to do. I'm talking about John Stockton, and the basketball was right there.
The bucket good, and Eric Montrose gets his second foul here early with less than 3 minutes gone by. Karl misses the free throw. The rebound to Dina Raja, and he'll bring it across midcourt left side. They'll hand back to Sherman Douglas. Stockton waits for him at the 3-point line. Douglas peels off left side. Jazz with a 6-2 lead. Douglas fake left, go right. Drive to the paint, ball knocked away. On a foul charged against the Jazz, and it'll go to David Benoit. That's his first on a Jazz second. So the Celtics will put it in play. Well, they're going to give him free throws. Looked like that occurred before the shot. A reminder on that Caring Program for Health Insurance. Just call 972-KIDS for details. Right on the line here is Douglas. The free throw missing. He'll get another one. Tomorrow night, the Jazz will be in Phoenix. We'll have that one for you on KJazz TV. That's at 6:30 tomorrow night. I hope you'll be with us for that one. The Suns and the Jazz. Barkley and Malone go at it. Sherman Douglas hits the second free throw after missing the first. 6-3 Utah on Stockton with the ball. John front court left. Stockton guided by Douglas. Stock wide left, fake left, go take it right, and Douglas chasing behind, gets the foul on the dribble drive. Douglas first, Celtics third, Jazz basketball. 8:41 left in the quarter. And they'll inbound front court left side. David Benoit will go into John Stockton left side. John works wide left to Hornacek. Now back to Stockton underneath, reverse layup, good. Stockton from Hornacek. John with 2 buckets, and it's 8-3 Jazz.
Well, Montross needs to open up. He's young, doesn't realize those things. He needs to open up and make sure the backdoor pass doesn't come.
So a timeout taken by the Celtics. 8 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first quarter. Hornacek to Stockton underneath for the layup, and the Jazz 8, Boston 3 at the timeout. All right. Rod Hundley with Ron Boone at the Delta Center, and with 8:27 left in the first quarter, the Jazz lead the Boston Celtics 8-3. Coming up on our State Farm halftime report, Rocket Rob Howell will visit with the biggest man on the Jazz roster, James Donaldson, on Sports Radio 570. Join Dave Blackwell on Steve Clockey for a wrap-up of what's going on around the NBA. We'll take a look at our NBA scoring leaders. That are brought to you by Les Olson and Company, your sharp copier specialist in Utah. Oh, Shaq O'Neal averaging 29 a game at top. Elijah Wan, Robinson, Jackson, and Karl Malone, number 5. So Boston's ball, and they'll go into Sherman Douglas. Douglas straight away. And he'll yo-yo right there. Laterally left to D. Brown, up top to go to Dina Raja. Raja holding on. He'll be checked here by Karl Malone. Right side to D. Brown. 5 seconds for a shot. Baseline right. Dominique fires with 2 seconds on the shot clock. It's in and out. Hornacek rebounds. Artie down the right side. Hornacek pulls up. Looks inside. He'll go right corner to Stock. Stock looks to Karl Malone. He's got him low right. The mailman. One bounce. Fall away. 15-footer. No. Rebound. Eric Montrose. Out of Sherman Douglas. Douglas slows it down. It's 8-3. Jazz with a lead. Right baseline. Dina Raja open for the 15-footer. Missing. And Stockton knocks the ball off. Montrose picks it up. He'll lead it down court to Karl Malone. Volleyballs it over to Benoit. David behind the plane of the board. Spins it in. Beautiful shot off the glass from underneath with the right hand.
Great court awareness there for Karl Malone. He had to go high in the air to get the touch pass to David Benoit, and David finishes off the play.
D. Brown to the front court left. He'll bounce it over to Dominique Wilkins. Again to D. Brown up top. D wide left to Dominique. Fake left, go right. Knocked away by Hornacek. Stock's got it. Jazz run. Stock to the middle. Hornacek right side. Lay it up. Blocked by D. Brown. What a play. Stockton grabs it. Stockton backs it out. Jazz with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Ryan Stockton's back to Karl Malone underneath pass a little ahead of him, but he was held up, and there's a foul. They got it as Karl Malone was grabbed from behind. And a foul charge to Dina Raja.
Nice play here by Karl and John Stockton here. If it wasn't for the hole, Karl rolls to the basket. John with the hook pass around the defender, just out of the outstretched arms there of Karl Malone, but he was held from the backside.
D. Brown a moment ago made a great block on that driving layup by Hornacek. Right here is Stockton under the Karl. Reverse shot won't go, and a rebound grab by the Celtics. Ahead to Sherman Douglas. Douglas front court straight away. Sherman Douglas. Out of 3-point range. Stock right with him. Right side angle to D. Brown. D holding, looks in. He'll go low to big Eric Montrose. Turn to the base. The jump hook 5-footer won't go. Ball tipped out and the foul to Montrose. His third on the back of James Donaldson. And they're in a penalty. James shoots 2 free throws.
You know, this is what he has to learn, Montrose, how to stay on the court. He's in foul trouble. He's hurting the team because he has to go to the bench. But he missed the shot, too aggressive, trying to get it back. James Donaldson's doing a great job of playing position. defense against him.
Purvis Ellison will check in and replace Eric Montrose, who will have to leave with his third foul here in the first quarter. And we played only 5 minutes and 17 seconds of this quarter. That surprised me that he was on the court that long.
Well, I'm sure Chris Ford is thinking the same thing. Well, he knew he was taking a chance by keeping him on the court, and he's probably kicking himself now.
Yeah, go ahead. Donaldson hits his first free throw. There's Antoine Carr on the bench with his goggles.
And those are the goggles he'll play in.
Ready to go. Donaldson for one more after making the first, and that's good. Vic James has his first 2 points. 12-3 Jazz. Front court left side, Sherman Douglas. 6:38 left now in the opening quarter. Douglas yo-yoing. Karl Malone jumps out on him to go down low left to Roger. Jump hook, air ball. Donaldson intimidated, but the rebound of Purvis Ellison. He fakes, tries to go up, and he's fouled. So the foul charged to Benoit, his second. David's second foul, Jazz third of the quarter.
And I'm sure Jerry Sloan will take him out. As you see Roger, the jump hook over the basket, and Purvis Ellison with the ball fake, getting David Benoit up in the air, and comes underneath him.
Ellison will shoot a pair. Checking in will be Adam Keefe out of Stanford. Always hustles, always plays well. Effort will get you a lot of mileage. Free throw good here by Ellison. He'll have another.
You know, Adam Keefe just looks better and better every game. His hard work in practice, trying to learn and play with the guys out there on the court has really paid off, because now the simple things that he does out there on the court helps the team.
Purvis Ellison hits the second free throw, and it's 12-5. Jazz with a lead, and Stockton with the ball. John front court left. He's got 2 assists thus far on 2 field goals. Stockton wide left, looking inside. With Big Dina Roger on the back of Karl Malone. Stock takes it to Karl. Low post left. The mailman back up top to Stock. He'll fire from 20. It's short, out of bounds. Stockton, like a lot of people, will look at the referee saying, hey, he'll be on the arm, but no call there. So Sherman Douglas, front court left. Jazz with a 12-5 lead. Douglas wide left, parallel with the free throw line. Yo-yoing belt high. Over to set the screen, Dina Roger. They roll it out. Roger with the base left, 5-footer, good. Nice shot. He gets his first 2. 12-7 Utah.
Yeah, that's what I mean by Roger fits that Celtic mode. I mean, just simple plays, pick and roll, nice simple jump shot. He does nothing fancy, just gets the job done.
Front court, Stockton powers to the alley, laying up on the run off the front of the iron. Purvis Ellison rebounds for the Celtics. He'll go to Sherman Douglas. Douglas down the middle. Douglas in the paint. Swing left to Dominique for 3. The shot, no. Rebound tipped over by Ellison to Douglas down the middle. Great feed at Dominique. He misses. Karl Malone rebounds. Ahead to Stockton. What a catch. Stock pushes it up. Blocked. And no foul called. And Douglas comes up with the ball. Ahead to D. Brown. Brown down the left side. Right side on the base to Ellison. 5-foot banker, good. Purvis Ellison. He has 4 points, and it's 12-9 Utah.
And there's twice John Stockton thought he was hit there as he comes in. He does everything right, cuts the defender off, but he doesn't score the basket.
Stockton left side holding on. He'll go to Hornacek. Jeff across the middle. The running hook is good. Do they count it? Nice shot going across the alley. Fouled on the play by D. Brown. And it was before the shot as John Crotty replaces John Stockton here in the first quarter with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. So we're in the penalty. Free throws for Hornacek. He'll shoot 2.
Checking in is Tom Chambers. He'll check in for big James Donaldson. And John Crotty replacing John Stockton.
On the line, Hornacek's free throw good. He has his first point, and all 5 of the Jazz starters have scored here in the opening quarter. Stockton driving a moment ago and thought he was fouled there, and no call was made.
Well, he was hammered there, and then that was the reason the ball did not get to the basket, because Sherman Douglas took the arm away from him.
So the score at 14-9, Jazz with a lead. On left side angle, Douglas yo-yoing belt high. He'll come back left to right in the paint. Double pump. The follow-away 10-footer. Good if it goes. It's gone. Count it on his foul by Crotty. Crotty's first, Jazz 4th foul. Douglas shoots a free throw. Crotty has 3 points in the game.
You know, he's been very aggressive as of late here, trying to score some points, trying to be a leader on this team. 42 minutes the other night, 40 minutes last night. So Chris Ford, the head coach, is keeping him on the floor.
Douglas hits the free throw. He has 4 points in the game. Jazz lead 14-12. John Crotty front court with the ball. John at a guard with Hornacek. Wide right to Adam Keefe. Keefe up top to the mailman. Power to the right side. Go to the hoop. Thinking dunk all the way. And Roger there to foul him. Karl Malone shoots 2. That's his second foul. The Celtics have been in the penalty for quite a while. Their 7th foul of the quarter.
You know, Carl beats him easy off the dribble, and then the block there, and then the contact after the block sends Karl Malone to the free throw line.
Mailman 1 out of 4 from the field. He's got 1 rebound, 1 assist. Coming off 34 points here Thursday night against San Antonio, and he had 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals. And this is the first free throw here. He's 0 for 2 from the field. He'll get 1 more. So the mailman, as Dina Roger comes out for the Celtics, the X-Man, Xavier McDaniel, will check in. McDaniel out of Wichita State, a 10-year veteran, averaging 8.5 a game.
And did not play at all in game 1 in the Boston Garden.
Carl's second free throw here is good. The mailman has 3 points. Jazz lead 15-12. Wide Sherman Douglas. Into the front court left side. Crowdy greets him. Douglas yo-yoing, they isolate him there. Now it accelerates left to right. The running shot is over to Karl Malone and good. Douglas, what a move going left to right. 15-14 Jazz. Crowdy to Hornacek. Horny left side angle. Pulls up. Leaping leaner. 15-footer good. Hornacek with 4 points. 17-14. Jazz on top. On Sherman Douglas will bring it down for the Celtics.
He puts the circle in the air. That means they want him to run the passing game in most cases.
Douglas yo-yoing left side. Crowdy with him. Out of screen by McDaniel. Douglas terminates holding and looking. All right, an illegal defense called on Utah. Karl Malone dropping way in. Off of Dominique. So the first a warning, the second would be a technical free throw. Celtics put it in play left side front court with 4 minutes left in the quarter. Dominique Wilkins will inbound. He'll go in to Purvis Ellison, back to Dominique. Wide left over to Sherman Douglas. Crowdy with him again, isolating. And now over to set the screen, McDaniel. He'll roll out. Nice feed. Douglas inside of McDaniel. Base left. 5-foot jumper, no good. Karl Malone knocks a rebound down, but it's picked up by Dominique. He goes to the hoop, scoop it on the glass, and it's good. His first 2 points. Dominique Wilkins. And it's 17-16 Jazz. All right, here's John Crowdy, front court. Wilkins 1 for 4 shooting for Boston. They're 6 for 17 for the field. Up top, Crowdy. Crowdy spins it free throw line. Hornacek the follow away. Go! Beautiful touch. Free throw line angle left. And Hornacek with 6 points. Jazz up 19-16.
You must be able to catch and shoot in this league because you only have a split second. You saw Jeff Hornacek take advantage of that.
Here is Douglas straight away with Crowdy on him. Right side of D. Brown. D holding on. Hornacek there. He'll raise and shoot over. Horny, and it's good. D. Brown. So Brown gets his first 2 points of the game. Celtics hanging in there. Jazz lead 19-18. As Crowdy works left side front court. 3 minutes left in the quarter. Crowdy looking for Karl Malone. Being fronted by Xavier McDaniel. Crowdy lobs it in. Crowd's got it. 10 feet away, base left. Right, here's an illegal on the Celtics. Oh, the Jazz got caught the last trip down and now lost it. So a timeout here with 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the opening quarter from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Jazz 19, the Celtics 18. Gotta get to my drugs.
What's he saying?
I got on my drugs.
He's got the secrets out already.
I got regular strength. New Stay Fresh package. Oral anesthetic. Everything all right in there, my man? Wacko. Chris, we got Chris. She's a little late getting that last card to me. Yeah, man, that's it. I had to yank it out of her hand. She didn't want to give it up. She'll never make a point guard, I'll tell you.
Your local Coca-Cola, we're proud to be the official soft drink of the Jazz. Always courtside, always Coca-Cola. Nutmeg Mills at the Jazz store. What a team.
I bet when Stockton was a little boy, he got in a lot of fights.
I bet he,
you know what I mean? He gets mad, he like it. Like, he comes back, he wants to punch you right in the mouth.
You can tell that.
I bet he was a brat, man, in grade school.
You can tell that because he gets the last word all the time.
Rod Hundley with Ron Boone. We're at the Delta Center, and with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first quarter, the Utah Jazz lead the Boston Celtics 19-18. All right, it's Jazz ball, and Adam Keefe will inbound right side front court. On he'll hand in to John Crowdy. Crowdy trots over to the left side, out of 3-point range. Crowdy terminates, left corner to Hornacek. Horny holding on, looks into Karl Malone. He's got him low. Hornacek cuts back. He'll take it out front to Crotty for three. Shot off the back there. Chambers on a nice rebound. But taken away from him by D. Brown. Brown behind the back dribble gets by Hornacek. And there's Adam Keefe chasing from behind to knock it away. And inside, Crotty blocks his shot. And then Chambers comes away with the ball and a foul on the Celtics.
Boy,
Tries to Sherman Douglas.
What a play there. I mean, that was really live there, the behind-the-back pass. And then Adam Keefe diving. He dives to deflect this ball, hits John Crotty, hits the rim, back into Sherman Douglas' hand, blocked by John Crotty, and the Jazz come up with the ball.
And then Douglas fouls Tom Chambers. The Cowboys shoots two. John Stockton will check back in here in a moment with 2:29 left in the quarter. On down in San Antonio at halftime at the Alamo Dome. The Spurs 60, the Hawks 55. Out on the line here, Tom Chambers. He had 10 points Thursday night against San Antonio. Tom averaging a shade over 6 a game.
And he keeps averaging 6 points, 6.2, 6.3 for the rest of the year, and he'll surpass the 20,000 mark.
Stockton back in. Well, here comes Sky Blue Edwards. He'll replace Adam Keefe. Adams got a cut on his left elbow. He has to come out. He got to stop the bleeding. He'll go to the locker room with assistant trainer Terry Clark. Does not appear to be anything serious, but he has to come out by league rules, and Blue Edwards checks in.
And when he dived to deflect the basketball from the backside there of D. Brown, the elbow hits the floor. Floor burn, probably.
Chambers hits both free throws, and the Jazz lead 21-18. Front court for the first time checking in, Mr. Wesley. He'll handle the basketball. David Wesley out of Baylor, second-year pro, 6-foot guard, averaging 7 a game. Up top to D. Brown. Good. D. Brown has his second field goal. 21-20 Jazz. Stockton crossing midcourt, met by David Wesley. Stockton, if you just joined us, has 4 points and 2 assists. He needs 5 more assists for 10,000 career. Up top, here's the mailman looking for one of them. Got it! Karl Malone. So Stockton needs 4 more. That is 23-20. Jazz with the lead with 1:52 left in the quarter. David Wesley, front court left. Wesley yo-yoing belt high. He'll take it down on the left angle to Dominique Wilkins with Blue Edwards, his old teammate, guiding him. Trying to back him in. Stockton helps on the double. Cross court to the right corner to D. Brown. Brown doubled up. Right corner to Xavier McDaniel. I got 2 seconds for a shot. One, he gets it away for the base right. No good. Blue Edwards up high for the rebound. Sky Blue to Stockton. On down the left side to Chambers. He'll hand up top Stockton. Stock holding on. Jazz back it out. They'll go to the half-court game. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Karl Malone the screen. Stock behind it. John works right side. Pulls up. Looking for Karl Malone. He's got him low. The follow-away. 10-footer. Short. Rebound. Xavier McDaniel. Xavier slowing it down. The Celtics will work the half-court game with the Jazz leading 23-20. And we're down to 1 minute left now in the opening quarter. David Wesley straight away. Got it by Hornacek. Wide left over to Dominique. They look in. They got Purvis Ellison underneath. Karl Malone on his back. The turnaround bank shot from 5 feet out is good. Ellison gets his 6th point of the quarter. Purvis it is. 23-22 Jazz. Purvis Ellison getting the bucket. Oh, right side, Blue Edwards. Sky holding on. Sky Blue looking in to Karl Malone. Can't find him. Up top, Stockton. Fakes. Drive right to left. Down the middle to Chambers. He'll take it. 15-footer. Air ball. And he's grabbed and hit on the arm. And David Wesley gets the foul. As Chambers, this time, his complaint, he won it. He'll shoot two.
What bothers you about this is though the official was going to let it go because it was almost at the basket. He had look how badly that was missed. You know, and someone had to hit his arm.
So Tom, the Cowboy Chambers looking for 2 more. As Wesley pushed his elbow and made the shot fall off to the left side. Free throw good. Tom Chambers 3 in a row. He's 81% on the year. At the line. 34 seconds left in the quarter. Jazz with a 2-point lead. Chambers one more time. Up and good. So Chambers has 4 points. 25-22 Jazz. David Wesley across midcourt out of the Southwestern Conference at Baylor. He'll yo-yo belt high, Stock with him. He'll look in, take it low to Dominique. Take it away by Blue Edwards. Out of Stockton. Jazz will play for the last shot. Stockton slowing it down. A 3-point Utah lead. The Jazz yo-yoing out front with Stockton in control. Watching that clock. Down to 10 seconds left in the quarter. Karl Malone eases out to set the screen straight away. Stock behind it. John Veers right. Stockton fires cross court to Blue. He'll step in, leap and lean. Shot no good. Rebound D. Brown. It's the end of the quarter. Well, he had the shot. She just wouldn't go down. A little flat. And at the end of the first period, here at the Delta Center, the Jazz, with balanced scoring with 6 people on the scoreboard, they lead the Celtics 25-22. All right. Good. You putting them together a highlight film. You got the one for the corner. So that's a little slow. Let's see. Does he hit him?
Yeah, he caught him on the way out.
All right, another angle.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
A little bit off.
1. And out there, hurry, start shooting.
The Cowboy got the free throws. How many points has he got here? We got to keep tabs on him.
That's it right there.
No, I mean he needs how many more for 2,000? 20,000. He's 100 and some. We ought to track his butt, game to game. He has to average 6, I heard.
And the last game of the season, he should get it if he averages 6, if I remember.
They'll put some pressure. Maybe shoot every time he touches it. How many all-time scoring leader? Tom Chambers. 19,831.
We have
19,835 now. 19,835. And he's 165.
We played exactly 50 games, so we have 82.
32 left.
32.
31 after this one. 31 more.
Say 32 times 6, 12, 18, 192. What did he need?
He's 135, 165. Where'd I write it down somewhere? He's got 19,635, 19,935, 835. He's 165.
Oh, he'll get it easy. If he averages 6 a game, he's on it.
Start the second quarter for the Jazz, number 15, Jamie Watson.
Utah Jazz leading Boston 25-22. As we get ready for the second quarter, Rod Hundley with Ron Boone, Tom Chambers, who needs 165 more points to reach 20,000 in his career, has 4 here tonight. Antoine Carr checks in for the first time. The big guy back on the floor, big dog. So here is Stockton with the ball, and Antoine, of course, will be playing with goggles, not only for the rest of the year, maybe in his entire remaining career. Here's Stockton trying to go inside low, and he's pushed and fouled by David Wesley. For Wesley, his second foul, Boston's first of the quarter. Jazz ball. Audio inbound, front court left side. Blue Edwards will trigger. Jamie Watson is in the lineup with Stockton at the guard. Blue up front with Antoine Carr and Chambers. They go to Stock. He lobs low. Antoine didn't roll and went over his head and out of bounds. Had he turned in, he would have had probably the layup, but he didn't seal his man off, and he kind of just held his position. The ball went wide of him. David Wesley, front court. 3-point Jazz lead. Wesley straight away. Wesley yo-yoing belt high. Wesley to the angle right. D. Brown jumping from 20 out. Short. Rebound ricochets to Wilkins. Dominic lays it up and in. Count, and he's fouled. Dominic Wilkins and a foul to Tom Chambers, his first. And Wilkins has his second field goal, 4 points in the game. And he can tie the score with the free throw.
Dominic coming up with an offensive rebound there off the deflection there from Blue. Just the ball hit short of the rim, really came down quickly, and Blue couldn't get his arm.
Dominic's free throw good. He has scored 5 points here in the first half. Coming into the game, he needed 105 points to reach 25,000 career points. So right side here is Stockton. He will be one of 9 players to reach 25,000 in the history of the NBA. Out here is Blue Edwards driving the alley. He's there. Parachutes down. The Blue, Sky Blue looking down. Hammer dunk. So Edwards gets his first 2. Jazz up 27-25. Right side, D. Brown with the ball. Oh, down low right into the X-Man, Xavier McDaniel. He'll hold on. Chambers with him underneath it. Wesley, he's got it. Lay it up and in. David Wesley. That's his first 2 points. Stockton got caught peeping there, and the score tied at 27. Out here is Stockton with the ball. Wide left over to Blue Edwards. Blue holding. Now Antoine Carr the screen. Blue one bounce. Fires low to Chambers. Left side. Tom backs it out wide left. He'll hand to Stockton. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Stockton works left. Looks. Fires a 3-pointer. In and out. It stays out. And the rebound. Purvis Ellison. Ahead to David Wesley. Wesley stutter step move. Fake right to left. Good move. Put it up and he's fouled underneath. He got by Stockton. He got a lot of help. 3 players there, and a foul charge to Blue Edwards. His first, Jazz second. Well, you're watching tonight's game, but tomorrow, why not read all about it in the Deseret News with insightful reporting from Richard Evans. Commentary from Brad Rock, the Rock Monster. So pick up the Deseret News for the best in Jazz action coverage. David Wesley's free throw, no good. He'll have another.
Not a very good free throw shooting team. There are a few guys on this team. Sherman Douglas, the one, shooting 62%. Wesley at 75%.
Jay Humphries on the bench there for the Celtics in his civilian clothes, wearing a suit. Still injured, not able to play. The way he was with the Jazz when the trade was made. Here's Jamie Watson right side. Straight away Stockton. Stockton works wide left to Blue Edwards. He'll take it down on the angle left to Big Dog. Antoine turned to his right. The follow-away jumpers up short, air ball. That's pulled down by the X-Man, McDaniel. Down court, David Wesley. Back to Mike McDaniel in the right corner. Chambers with him on the X, spins, falls away with an 18-foot jumper that's up over the backboard and out of bounds. Jazz basketball. McDaniel 0 for 3 on the night. Jazz being out-rebounded, by the way, 16-8. Celtics have doubled the number on them. Purvis Ellison has 4 of the rebounds. Getting ready to check in. Greg Minor, 6'6" rookie guard out of Louisville, but he'll have to wait for the Celtics. Stockton hands to Jamie Watson. Jamie from South Carolina, Jazz second-round pick. Celtics take the lead here, 28-27. Watson spins down the middle, right side Chambers. Time open, 15 feet out, doesn't take it. Inside to Antoine, spin left, double pump, push it up, block, beautifully done. A jump ball, Purvis Ellison will jump with Antoine Carr.
Okay, Purvis is playing Antoine Carr as though he's played him many, many times. You see how he stays on his feet, arms are straight up in the air. He's long and wiry, and he figures that he's quick enough and he jumps quick enough to bother the shot regardless.
Well, they'll jump it up. The ball tipped to control by the Celtics. What? Xavier can't handle it and steps out of bounds over the right corner. So it's Jazz basketball. With 9:31 left to the half, the Celtics leading Utah. And last night in a double overtime, they lost at LA to the Clippers. There's Blue Edwards out front to Carr, who hands back to Stockton. Stock left side, 3-point line. Stockton holding. Now over in a wide left angle to Blue. Blue Edwards picked up there by Minor. He'll spin to the base left to follow a 18-footer. No. Rebound to the Celtics, and on the back, here's the Cowboy. Tom Chambers will pick up the loose ball foul. Or it was just knocked out of bounds cleanly. No foul. So David Wesley will bring it down. For the Celtics, he'll peel off left side. Wesley yo-yoing belt out. Terminates inside to Ellison. Ellison fake right, turn left to the base. The jumper, no good. He's fouled. On a fall-away jump shot, fouled Antoine Carr, who is having troubles here for the first time that he's played in a while. And obviously, his timing a little off, and it's very hard to play with goggles, in particular if you've never had them before. And there was the foul.
He's having problems adjusting there, and really the follow-through of Purvis is really what made created the foul. Antoine just wanting to get the arm up in the air.
9:05 left to the half as Ellison misses the first free throw. He's 2 out of 3 at the line. He scored 6 points coming out the bench. He got them all in the first quarter. When he misses, and Antoine Carr up for the rebound. D. Brown takes it away from him. D. Brown in the left corner fires for 3. No good. Rebound Ellison. Stockton steals it from him. What a play by Stock. Stock on the run. To Chambers, the Cowboy. Left-hand layup, good. Chambers from John Stockton. Stockton needs 3 more for 10,000. Left side, D. Brown, drive to the base, push it up, good if it goes, it's gone, count it. Beautifully done by D. Brown. On a foul charge to the Jazz, Jamie Watson, his first, Jazz 4th.
And as quick as the Jazz light a fire, the Celtics come back and put it out as D. Brown puts a very difficult shot into the basket.
30-29 Celtics, the free throw missed by D. Brown, but the rebound, Ellison up and in. Purvis Ellison with 8 points. The Jazz failing to block him out. 32-29 Boston. Ryan Stockton front court. John Stockton 4 points and 4 assists and 2 rebounds. Stock right side. Stockton wide right. Up top to Chambers. Chambers fake right. Drive left. Pull up at the free throw line again to Stockton on the right side angle. Down low to the big dog. He'll cross the middle. Go up. And around the rim and out. Rebound Antoine Carr. Back up with a jump hook. He misses again. Rebound McDaniel. He'll hand it over to David Wesley. Wesley front court. Wesley drive the alley. Try to go up. He's fouled going in. So David Wesley will shoot 2. The Celtics lead by 3. Stockton gets his first foul, and Utah into penalty. Karl Malone and David Benoit will check in a moment. Stockton just reaching with that right hand. And Wesley will shoot 2.
Nice job there by David Wesley. Stayed with the drive. Once you get your shoulder in there and you have the defense there on that shoulder, you have to stay with the drive in order to maintain your edge.
The Utah Jazz, who on the year on the field shoot 51% as a team. Tonight here in the first half, they made only 10 of 27 shots, 37%. David Wesley misses the first free throw. He'll have one more. Boston, on the other hand, 13 for 28 from the field. They're at 46.5%. Second free throw is good by Wesley. Oh, the young rookie has 4 points for Boston. Celtics lead this game by 4 points. Stockton with Jamie Watson, Benoit, Antoine Carr, and Karl Malone. Right side, they go to Jamie. Up top's Karl. The mailman holding on inside of Benoit, but he's being held up. Charge to Greg Minor, his first. Minor out of Louisville gets Boston's second team foul. Jazz ball. Benoit hands in to Stockton right side. Stockton dribbling laterally right to left. John wide left, parallel to free throw line. Stockton intimidates there, looks in. Trying to go to Benoit. He's got him low. David gets a couple of bounces, spin left, leap and lean. Shot no good. Rebound, Xavier McDaniel. Jazz 10 for 28 for the field. Now over to David Wesley. Wesley snaps it wide left to D. Brown. Jamie Watson with him. D. Brown left to right. Open from 20 out on the angle left. Good. D. Brown. He has 4 buckets, 8 points. And it's Boston 35, Utah 29. The Jazz take a timeout. Timeout, Utah. As the lowly Celtics, with only 20 wins against 29 losses, are leading the Jazz by 6. As D. Brown with a gentle push in the mount arc, and the Cowhide Glove hits home. Boston 35, Jazz 29 at the timeout. 7:17 left. Yeah, I met the bear. Look at my man. He gave the bear a kiss. The bear. The bear trips the ball. He got to fall down going back through the hallway. He got to fall down when he got going out through there. Either that, he's had one too many cocktails.
I have a bar down here, so I have to sit this way, otherwise it messes up my pants. Yeah. What do you mean? She's grabbing us.
Jazz with the basketball, and Boston with the lead of 35-29 here in the second quarter. 7:13 left now to the half. Stockton left to right with the ball at the free throw line. Trailer Antoine, 18-foot hopper. He's on the board. Antoine Carr. And John Stockton needs 2 more assists for 10,000 in his career. Right court, left side, D. Brown with the ball. Brown got it by Jamie Watson. Jazz trailing by 4. D. Brown to the left corner to Xavier McDaniel. Back to D. Brown. Brown left corner, drive to the base, loses the ball right out of bounds. Got his dribble caught up, and away she went out of bounds.
And as quick and crafty as he is off the dribble, just a little too fancy then. Off his leg, Jazz basketball.
35-31 Boston. Stockton front court left. Stockton wide left. Stockton behind Karl Malone. Stock left to right. Fires under. He's got Benoit. Hammered up. David Benoit. Stockton needs 1 more. Stockton with 6 assists. 1 more for 10,000. 35-33 Boston left side. D. Brown down low left to Xavier McDaniel. Karl Malone with him. The jumper for the base left. 15-footer no good. Rebound Jamie Watson. Jamie down the middle with the ball. Right side to the mailman. Trying to dunk it. It's spun out of his hand and it went in. What a play. Karl Malone with 7. And we're tied at 35.
I tell you, he never got there. He never got to the rim, but his momentum put the ball in the hole.
20-second timeout for the Celtics. The Jazz have tied the score at 35. This 20-second timeout is brought to you by Q-Lube, the quality of Quaker State in an oil change.
And we just got word that Adam Keefe did have 4 stitches in his elbow there. And here's Jamie Watson getting the rebound over the back there of Greg Minor, leading the way. Nice bounce pass to Karl Malone, who never got there. He wanted to dunk the ball. He never got there, but it just continued to climb over the rim and ends up scoring the basket.
So the most unusual bank shot there by Karl Malone. The mailman with 6 points, make it 7 points. Karl 3 for 7. The rebounding, Boston dominating 20-11. 6 rebounds for Purvis Ellison for the Celtics. Right here's Boston with the ball, looking to take the lead back. David Wesley left side, checked by Stockton. Wide left over to Minor. Minor takes it inside low to Purvis Ellison. Ellison playing well, goes to the base left, put it up, foul, Antoine Carr. Ellison will shoot 2. For the big dog, his second. So John Crotty will check in and Stockton will come out. 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to the half.
John Crotty checks in.
And Jeff Hornacek comes on for Jamie Watson.
Jerry Sloan substituting a little more frequent tonight than usual.
Ellison's free throw, good. We got Antoine Carr. Maybe a technical. I believe he gets hit with a tee. Yep. Antoine Carr gets a tee. So D. Brown will shoot the technical. And that's good. Brown with 9 for Boston. They lead 37-35. Now Ellison will shoot the second of 2. 5:55 left. Now as Antoine thought Ellison traveled, so did I. And then he went up for that shot and Carr got the foul. Unhappy with the call. Ellison's second free throw is good, so they get a 3-point play out of it. All free throws. So it's 38-35 Boston. John Crotty hurrying right side front court. David Wesley slows him down. Wide right over to Benoit. David holding high. He'll take it to the up top to Karl Malone. The 20-footers in and out. Rebound D. Brown, the speed merchant out of Boston, down the left side. Cross court pass knocked down by Benoit, but it's grabbed by David Wesley, who backs it out in the right corner and fires a 3-pointer, and it's good. David Wesley. He has 7 points for Boston, all here in the second quarter. Celtics match their biggest lead, 41-35. Front court Crotty. Crotty left side. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to the half. Wide left to Hornacek. He'll take it low to Karl Malone. The mailman holding on. Wide left, Crotty. Fake left, go right. Trailer to Antoine Carr. Big dog, double pump. He's in the paint. 10-footer good. The big dog, his second field goal. 41-37 Boston.
And I think the longer he feels, as long as he's feeling pretty good out there, Jerry Sloan's going to probably try to get him as much playing time tonight as possible.
David Wesley, front court left. Looking inside, can't find anybody, so he drives left to right. Now over the right corner to D. Brown for 3. Yes, D. Brown. He has 12 points. The Jazz once again falling victim to 3-point shots. 44-37 Boston. Crotty straight away. Crotty wide left to David Benoit. Benoit straight away to Crotty. John yo-yoing to the angle right. Looks to Karl Malone. He's got him low, post right. Karl right to left. Reach back with the right hand. Shot good. Incredible shot there. I mean, a dandy. 44-39 Boston, and Karl Malone with 9 points. A mailman. 4 out of 9 for the field. Front court left side. Here's D. Brown. Brown fake left, go right. Got running room for the layup. Force it up as Benoit help. Misses. Rebound Karl Malone. And it was Benoit who saved 2 points there. At the last second getting over there, or Brown would have had the layup. Now to Crotty front court. 4 minutes left to the half. The Celtics with a 5-point lead. Wide right to Hornacek. Horny behind Karl Malone. Hornacek fake right, drive left, get to the free throw line. Pirouetting to his right, off balance jumper. No, air ball. Saved by Purvis Ellison. Down court to Minor. Greg Minor works it over the right base. Brown open again. Another jumper misses, but the rebound McDaniel fakes Karl Malone into a big foul. The mailman's first, and in the penalty on the line. Xavier McDaniel for 2. Adam Keefe and John Stockton back in for the Jazz.
John Stockton back in for John Crotty.
Antoine Carr and Crotty will come out. Carl really hammered him there.
Well, he saw that he was faked out of his shoes, and he did not want to give up the 2 points and the foul, so he made sure that there was not going to be a basket made.
Xavier McDaniel has yet to score, but he has 5 rebounds here in the first half. He's 0 for 4 from the field. And he has 2 assists as well as 5 rebounds. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Xavier with the right hand. It's good. McDaniel, first point of the game. So to remind you again, if you just joined us, John Stockton needs 1 more assist for 10,000 in his career. But Boston leading 45-39. And the second free throw on the way by the X-Man is good. So he has his first 2 points. Celtics getting great help off the bench. A lot of points from the bench tonight here in the first half. 46-39 Boston. Stockton left side underneath the Karl Malone. Put it up and in. There it is. 10,000 assists for John Stockton. The bucket counts and a foul on the play. Charge there to the Celtics. That's Karl Malone, the first player in NBA history, or rather to getting the pass from John Stockton, who becomes the first player in NBA history to reach 10,000 assists.
And I guess
rightfully so, it goes to Karl Malone.
We worried about that. We were wondering about that at the beginning of the basketball game. Would it be Karl Malone that would get the 10,000 assists, just like it was when he broke the record?
Right on the line, Karl Malone. Allison got the foul on the play. On a rebound, picked up by Adam Keefe. He misses. On the rebound, grabbed away by Xavier McDaniel. So it's 46-41 Boston. Front court left, David Wesley. Wesley fakes the shot. He'll take it inside. Stockton knocks it down. And it goes out of bounds. So it's Boston's ball. So to inbound, Dominique Wilkins. I can't believe they haven't stopped this game and given acknowledged 10,000 assists for Stockton. David Wesley, front court left. Wesley fires for 3, short. Rebound ricochets back to the Celtics on David Wesley with the ball front court left. 3 minutes left now and a half. Wesley to the base left. Wide left over to Xavier McDaniel. Xavier looking to drive, backs in on Adam Keefe. Double pump, loads it up, blocked by Keefe. Xavier gets it back, shoots again and scores. McDaniel with 4 points. There's a lead pass down to Adam Keefe, can't handle it. Chases behind at the plane of the board. He gets it over to Karl Malone on the wide right angle. Out front, Stockton. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. Then the opening half. Stockton right side. Stockton from 15 out. Jumper, good. Stock with 6 points and 7 assists. Boston leads 48-43. Front court, David Wesley. I just cannot believe this, Booner, that they do not stop this game in honor of Stockton. Here's Wesley underneath the Minor, lay it up and in. Minor gets his first 2. 50-43 Boston. The first man in the history of the game to get 10,000 assists. John Stockton with the ball front court left. Well over 10,000 points in his career. And inside we got a foul as bodies collide. And a charge to Greg Minor. Greg Minor, the foul. Here's the announcement on Stockton. All right, here's the acknowledgement for John Stockton. A standing ovation one more time. And Larry H. Miller, the owner of the Jazz, will come over to the bench to give John Stockton the ball. Everybody on their feet for John Stockton. They're having this announcement here during the timeout. Stockton involved in the timeout as Jerry Sloan and the gang talk it over. Right, here it is. John Stockton at midcourt with the owner of the team, Larry H. Miller. 10,000 assists. So we'll take the break. We'll be right back. At 1 minute 54 seconds left in the half. Celtics 50, Jazz 43. Yeah, oh yeah. I can't believe they don't do it. Oh, we had to do that.
Hey, Brian.
Why didn't they do it? They had 2 dead balls right after it happened. In fact, they should have done it right when Karl Malone got fouled. They should have done it right then. Unbelievable. Up here.
Look at, you see the cameras up above? All of those are cameras, aren't they?
What?
I wonder if that's what's going on here. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, the Grateful Dead.
Where are you? Oh, you're not bad. Hold it, John. Don't give it up yet. Stockton underneath the Benoit. Another assist. He's on his way to his second 10,000. 50-45. Boston with the lead. Benoit with 8 points. Stockton with 8 assists. Left side, David Wesley. Wesley got it by Stockton. Low to Xavier McDaniel. Adam Keefe on his back. McDaniel double pump. Fall away 12-foot over the base. Good. Boy, X-Man lighting him up here. 6 points for McDaniel, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists.
X-Man did not play in game 1 when the Jazz defeated Boston in the Boston Garden, but now he's playing his heart out tonight.
Here's Stockton, base right to Adam Keefe, trying to go underneath Karl Malone, knocked away by Ellison. Picked up by Dominique, and he dribbles it right out of bounds here at courtside as the X-Man could not handle the ball.
Well, he wanted to go behind his back. Dominique trying to get to the, Dominique wanted to go behind his back. X-Man trying to get to the outside so he can fill the lane. Ends up forcing the ball out of bounds.
Benoit inbound right side for the Jazz. Celtics lead by 7. He'll go to Stockton. John straight away. Stockton behind Karl Malone, comes back right side. Stock drive to the base, open from 15. The jumper, yes. John Stockton with 8 points. The Celtics have a 5-point lead. David Wesley hurries back left side. Wide left over to McDaniel. McDaniel parallel over the free throw line. Drives on Antoine Carr left to right. Push it up on the run. Good again. McDaniel looking like the old McDaniel of the Seattle Supersonics years ago. I mean, he was when he was a scoring machine.
Exactly. He backs up, and that's a Franklin game plan. The Jazz need to take care of the isolation and the one-on-one basketball that the Boston Celtics want to play. X-Man backs up and takes Antoine Carr off the dribble.
All right, down at the Alamo Dome, an update for you with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. San Antonio leading Atlanta 82-69. Boy, the bench scoring has been unbelievable for the Celtics. They practically got them, all of them right around 10 or 12. Here's Wanasek low right to Karl Malone. The mailman, double pump, passes off. He's fouled on the pass-off by Xavier McDaniel. So McDaniel's first foul. The bench scoring, 12 by Brown, 8 by McDaniel, 10 by Ellison, 7 by David Wesley. And the starters have 5 by Wilkins, 2 by Montrose and Rogers, 6 by Douglas. And that's about it. All right, let's take a look at our NBA assist leaders brought to you by Les Olson Company and Sharp. Les Olson Company, your sharp copier specialist in Utah.
Well, not surprising. Wesley plays a lot of minutes with his team. He leads his team in assists, so even though he's not a starter, he still has starter minutes out there on the floor.
Stockton leading the league in assists at 12.2. As Karl Malone on the line hits the first free throw, he'll have another. Celtics by 6, 33 seconds left to the half. The mailman hits again. 13 for Karl Malone, 54-49 Boston. David Wesley to the front court left. He'll work it over to D. Brown, wide left. Brown yo-yoing Pelt high. Right with him, Wanasek behind the McDaniel screen. Brown free, the jump shot from the angle left, no good. Benoit up for the rebound and knock it away from him. And it's loose. Benoit fighting for it. Tied up on the floor there with Antoine Carr with McDaniel and a foul call. So McDaniel will pick up the foul. And the Celtics are in the penalty, so Antoine Carr shoots 2.
Antoine looking like Darth Vader, someone from Star Wars with those glasses that he has on. The glasses are goggle type, but they have to be tinted. I guess the sunlight or maybe even the bright lights would end up bothering the eyes there for a while.
So Carr shoots a pair.
I don't know if you've had a chance to look at that eye, Rod. The right eye is really red, isn't it?
Well, I saw his eye on the parking lot after the San Antonio game. He scared me. I got out of there. Jumped my car, took off. Yeah, it looks mean, but he's got those protective goggles, and he says he can see all right. I was asking him right before the game. He hits the first, second one, however, rims out. Antoine with 5 points in the game. So front court Celtics with 7 seconds left to the half. They lead 54-50 over the left corner. Dominique, 3 seconds, 2, 1. He gets it away. Good. With 2/10 of a second left at the half. Dominique Wilkins with 7 points. That's the end of the half. Boston playing well with a 6-point lead over the Jazz at halftime as Dominique Wilkins on his way to 25,000 career points with a frozen rope, and he nailed it. And at the half, Boston 56, Utah 50. 1-2, 1-2. What are we doing? Okay. Welcome back to our State Farm halftime report from the Delta Center in Salt Lake City. The Boston Celtics are leading the Jazz 56-50. Hi, everybody. I'm Rod Hundley. We hope you've enjoyed the opening half of play. Dominique Wilkins hitting the shot, just beating the buzzer to give the Celtics the 6-point lead at halftime. Dominique rather quiet in the first half with only 7 points on his way to 25,000 career. The Jazz had a 3-point lead at the end of the opening quarter, but Boston fought back as their bench, led by little David Wesley, came back to do a lot of scoring in that second quarter. But the highlight of the whole first half, of course, was John Stockton getting his 10,000th assist on a beautiful feed inside to Carmelo, who quickly turned, banked it in, and was fouled on the play. That gave John his 10,000th career assist, and they stopped the game, and the owner, Larry H. Brown, presented John with the basketball. So he joined so many greats in milestones, but one of the best ever, 10,000 assists. We'll take a break, and we'll come back and have more for you on our State Farm halftime report after this timeout from the Delta Center. Trying to go left, right winning Felton. So Ellison backs him out with a dribble, now raises from 16. And
the sponsor of tonight's game and provided 5,000 pellets handed out at the door.
In answer to our passengers' requests, Delta Airlines has become the first and only U.S. airline to fly totally smoke-free worldwide.
Official Utah Jazz souvenirs are available at any souvenir stand at Delta Center. See them for shirts, jackets, and much more. Show pride in our Jazz and where you're going. Won't believe the variety of wonderful foods available at the food court.
so it's Boston 56 and Utah 50 here at the halftime, and we welcome you back to our State Farm halftime report. You know, earlier in the year, the Jazz beat Boston at Boston 95-93. Felton Spencer, the Jazz big center, went down in the game and was lost for the rest of the season. Well, the Jazz signed James Donaldson, a 14-year veteran at age 37, and Rocket Rob Howe has a chance to visit with James Donaldson, now with the Utah Jazz. Trying to go left, right winning Felton. So Ellison backs him out with a dribble, now raises from 16 and scores. Felton Spencer down on the
When Felton Spencer went down with a season-ending injury, the Jazz called up James Donaldson to help fill the void in the middle. The 7'2", 14-year veteran has responded to the call, and gladly.
The Jazz, they've been a consistent playoff team for years and years. But this year it seems like they're really rolling. They really have a purpose in mind, it seems like, a mission, and they are really just geared towards that. I think Stockton and Malone, you know, the combo, they realize that they may not have many more chances to do this, and so the rest of us are all behind them and just really pushing and doing our job to make sure that this year, this is going to be the year that makes sure that it happens.
Joining a team in mid-season is never easy, but the fact that Donaldson was a Jazzman for a brief time 2 years ago makes the transition a bit easier.
I think so. I think that has a lot to do with it, but also this is kind of the style of ball I've always played my whole career, you know, being the big guy in the team, setting the screens, not really relied on that much for scoring, but just kind of being a defensive presence and a rebounding presence more than anything.
And someone who's been around as long as James.
Watch what you say about those older guys. Hey, we're just trying to do our job, okay?
Okay. Someone with as much experience as James knows a good team when he sees it.
Yeah, this is probably the greatest team I've been on as far as all the guys from number 1 through number 12 really just pitching in and doing their job, playing their role, supporting each other, being real helpful on and off the court. And that's what makes it so much fun. I mean, winning is great, but when you have all those other intangibles thrown in there too, that really makes it even better.
James says the team's attitude is the big difference.
I think they're great. I think they're great chances. You know, we don't fear any team, and that's a nice feeling to know that we can go out there on the court, and if we do our job, take care of our business, we'll win. And that's what it's all about.
Rob Howell reporting on Jazz Tonight.
And of course, James Donaldson, that's what it's all about, is helping one another and taking care of defense, and he's been able to do that for the Jazz. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more for you on our State Farm Halftime Report from the Delta Center. John Havlicek, Moses Malone, Will Chamberlain, Kareem, Wilt, Oscar, West, Havlicek, Julius Irving. 100 even, huh? $56-50, Boston leading the Jazz, surprisingly so here in the opening half. I'm Rod Hundley. We welcome you back to our State Farm Halftime Report. Dominic Wilkins gave Boston that 6-point lead with a jump shot right before the halftime. He needs 100 more points now to reach 25,000 career points, which would put him in a category of very few are there. Only 9 players will have reached 25,000 when he gets there, and he'll join people like Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the all-time leading scorer, Julius Irving, John Havlicek, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West, just to name a few. Those are the people that he'll be joining in the point parade. Karl Malone of the Jazz, of course, earlier this year went over 20,000, and this only his 10th year. And I'm sure that Karl one day will be above 25,000 himself, and maybe even higher. Who knows? Because he is playing as well right now at age 32 as he's ever played in his life. So we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we'll have more for you here from the Delta Center on the Jazz. A halftime report right after this timeout. Boston 56, Utah 50.
Why'd you guys change?
Rod, what is this? You have Carl missing 3 free throws?
Yeah.
Okay. They only had
3 for 6.
Well, they had it 3 for 5 up there a minute ago. John came down to check yours. And
Yeah, 3 for 6.
all right.
He missed 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Not by Jazz jacket.
You have a stat right there.
29 and 27 with a 27 points by the bench for Boston. Wow. 29 only. The first 5 outscored the bench by 2.
13.
Welcome back to the Delta Center. It's halftime, and Boston leading Utah 56-50. Rod Hundley joined now with Ron Boone. And Booner, the bench for Boston, they scored 27 of Boston's 56 points. The first 5 outscored them by only 2. Big difference, the reason why they got this lead.
Well, and they had a opportunity to play. Roger in foul trouble along with Montrose for the Boston Celtics. Did not have a lot of playing time in the first half. The bench came through for them.
All right, we'll take a look now at the stats brought to you by Associated Business Products and Canon Copier, service that can't be duplicated.
Jazz 48%, 49 for Boston. The free throw 16 attempted by the Utah Jazz. They made 12. Also making 12 was the Boston Celtics. They attempted 18 of them. The Jazz 0 for 2 from three-point stripe, and the Boston Celtics are 2 for 6. Rebounding 14 Utah, 27 for Boston. Bench scoring 13 for Utah, 27 for the Boston Celtics, with Purvis Ellison leading the way with 10.
And we'll take a look now at the leading scores brought to you by AutoZone for the best parts and auto parts.
And Karl Malone with 13 big points there in the first half. 8 points for David Benoit and John Stockton, and Jeff Hornacek, Tom Chambers with 6 points apiece.
So Utah will, well, we're taking a look at Boston here first.
And for the Boston Celtics, it will be D. Brown with 12 points. Off the bench with 10 is Purvis Ellison. Xavier McDaniels also off the bench with 8, as Wesley, he had 7 along with Dominique Wilkins.
So the Utah Jazz down by 6. As far as fouls are concerned, the Jazz had only 2 players that had as many as 2 fouls. Benoit and Carr each had 2. Boston, Montrose got 3 in the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, and yet they had the lead. And Dina Raja picked up 2. McDaniel, Wesley, and Reiner each have 2 fouls. Jerry Sloan very much into this game as he talks to his club, getting ready for this third quarter.
Well, I expect the Jazz to come out very strong here in the third quarter. They were outscored 34-25 in the second quarter, and took control of the first half.
Tomorrow night, the Jazz will be in Phoenix against the Phoenix Suns, who have a record of 39-11. And they lost their last game, but boy, they have really played great basketball. And we'll have it for you on KJazz TV tomorrow night, starting at 6:30 with a half-hour pregame show. And that'll be Charles Barkley against Karl Malone. But first things first, Jazz got to get back here against the Celtics. Stockton with the ball. Stockton, front court left. John lobs low into big James Donaldson. He's got it underneath, push it up, miss it. Tries to get the rebound, but it's taken away by D. Brown. Brown into the front court. Brown cross court left to Sherman Douglas. Douglas yo-yoing belt high. Little guard out of Syracuse University. Fake left, take it right. He's down the middle, and Donaldson there to grab him as he made his move toward the hoop. But he'll pick up the foul. Donaldson's first.
Well, I tell you, that was almost a clothesline there. James Donaldson's forearm, the inside of his forearm, rather, around the neck there of Sherman Douglas as he was trying to split the 2 defenders.
So Sherman Douglas on the free throw line. He had 6 points in the first quarter. Tonight's game, he had a couple of field goals and 2 out of 3 at the line. Douglas 2 for 4 from the floor. It's 3 rebounds, 1 assist thus far. All right, he'll shoot 2 here, and Boston leading by 6. First one is good. So Douglas with point number 7. All right, he'll shoot another. Celtics with that same lineup at the start of the game. Montrose and Raja back in the lineup that was not in there at all in the second quarter. Second free throw. Douglas gets a Boston bounce. It goes in. And he has 8 points.
They still have those, don't they?
58-50.
Celtic green, they still have those. That leprechaun.
Boston by 8. Stockton fires underneath. Benoit hammered up. David Benoit. Stockton with a no-look feed. Benoit with 10. Stockton with 9 assists. It's 58-52 Celtics.
And Big Montrose gets an earful from Chris Ford, the coach. He missed his assignment.
Front court, Douglas with the ball. Right side angle to D. Brown. Brown inside to Montrose. Montrose takes one bounce, holding and looking. Up top. Again to Sherman Douglas. He'll fake right, take it left. Stock with him. Pirouetting down the middle. Throw up a prayer, and it's answered. Rainbow shot over the outstretched hand of James Donaldson. And it's Boston 60, Utah 52. Stockton down the left side. Stockton behind Karl Malone. Stockton backs it out. Stock looking. Now Karl Malone out to set the screen. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Stockton left to right underneath the Karl. Put it up. Misses the layup. Rebound, Eric Montrose. He rushed that shot. Down court, Douglas. Left side to Dominique. Dominique feeds it cross court. Montrose has got it. Hammers it in. Only a second field goal. Montrose has 4 points. Boston's with their biggest lead, 62-52. Celtics 20-29 and lost a double overtime game last night to the Clippers in LA. Stockton low to Karl Malone again. Jackknife at Evan, he misses, but he's fouled. Karl is still able to finish it off, and Dino Radja gets his 3rd foul.
You know, he seems to be getting his legs taken away. He's not getting up to the rim here. Radja gets the legs, and he just can't get up high enough to finish off the play.
So Karl Malone to the free throw line. Boston with a 10-point lead. Karl's free throw good for point number 14. He'll shoot one more. Karl Malone on the year averaging 25.8. He's a 74% free throw shooter, 53% from the field. And now for the second. With the right hand, the free throw good. 15 for the mailman. 54 for the Jazz, with the Celtics have the 8-point lead. Front court left, Sherman Douglas. Douglas behind Montrose. Douglas left to right, running room, in for the layup, good again. Sherman Douglas, he has 12 in the game. 64-54, Boston. I got to be backing off of Douglas a little bit here, make him do something besides drive. Boy, he's getting in there every time. Hornacek wide left with the ball. Hornacek behind Karl Malone. Horny yo-yoing, now terminates, hooks it down the left side angle to Karl. Back to Hornacek, drive baseline left. Can't get the shot down the middle to Karl. 10-footer to paint, he misses. Rebound, Donaldson, he misses the layup. Benoit tips it in. David Benoit with 12. And it's Boston 64, Utah 56. And with the ball, Sherman Douglas, front court left. Douglas, cross court to Wilkins. Jazz trapping, right corner, wide open. D. Brown for 3. And again, the Jazz pay the price. D. Brown hits the 3.
Jerry Sloan trying to get some life there into the defense by trapping and playing the scramble defense. Ball movement, buried the 3-point shot.
Stockton underneath to Hornacek. Jeff, lean in for 10 out. Shot around and out. Karl Malone grabs the rebound. Out front, Stockton, 3-point range. Boston with an 11-point lead. This is their biggest. Stockton left side. John yo-yoing wide left. Karl Malone the screen. John left to right. Go to the alley. Trailer, Hornacek, leap and lean. 14-footer good. Right down the barrel. Horny with 8. Stockton with 10 assists. And it's 67-58. Boston on top.
And it's time for the Jazz to put this fire out. Otherwise, this will be a very scary 4th quarter.
All right, D. Brown, front court left. Inside low, good position there is the big guy. Dino Radja with Karl Malone, strips it away. Hornacek with it, down the middle. All the way for the running layup, he misses it. And the Jazz do not come away with the ball on the rebound. And they give the ball back to Boston. Hornacek had Stockton with him, but he elected to fake it to John and shoot it. And missed it. Jumped a little bit too early. And the ball to Boston. Here's Sherman Douglas. Douglas into the front court. Hornacek will guard him as they switch men after Douglas has scored 6 straight here on Stock. Douglas to the alley, same move. This time it's blocked by Donaldson. Karl Malone rebounds, and now a foul to the Celtics. And it'll be Sherman Douglas tripping up Karl Malone. Karl and Douglas with a couple of words there. And the referees separate them.
Well, Sherman Douglas is trying to take the basketball away from Karl Malone. They were tangled up as he goes all the way, trying to drive again to the basket. Finally, it's blocked. Karl has the ball, and the arms are tangled up. Karl just, that wasn't anything to get upset about.
So Eric Montrose, Dina Raja, and now Sherman Douglas each with 3 fouls. Front court Stockton left side. 67-58 Boston. Stockton wide left. Looking, he'll lob low to Donaldson. He's got it. Try to dunk it, but they knock it away from him, and there's a foul. He'll shoot 2.
Leon Montrose has, again, playing defense with his back to the basket, to the ball rather, and John Stockton throws a little lob pass to James Donaldson rolling to the basket.
Eric Montrose has now 4 fouls, and the Celtics have 3. And on the line, Donaldson, he's got 2 points, both free throws. I'm looking for points 3 and 4 here. The first one is good. Big guy 3 for 3 at the line. Purvis Ellison back in. Montrose will come out with his 4th foul. On the line, Donaldson for his 2nd free throw.
Well, they seem to be getting a lot more from the center position tonight anyway when Purvis Ellison's in the lineup.
And here's Donaldson hitting again. He's 4 for 4 at the line. 67-60 Boston. Right court left, Sherman Douglas. Douglas wide left, parallel with a free throw line. Stockton guards him. They'll go inside now to Dominique. Benoit with him. The turnaround for the base left, no good. And rebound Donaldson. Nice block out, and he hands it over to Stockton. Stock across midcourt. Stockton behind Donaldson. Fake right, take it left. Terminates there. Looking, he'll spin it left side of Benoit, back to John. So Stock out front, 12 seconds on the shot clock. On Donaldson the screen, Stockton peels left. Ellison jumps out on him. Stockton rolls it under to Donaldson. A jump hook, good! Beautiful move. Stockton to Donaldson. Stockton with 11 assists. And Boston will take a timeout as Donaldson has 6 points in the game. And there's 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Boston 67, Utah 62.
When the action heats up, be sure to cool down with the refreshing taste of Coca-Cola products. Always courtside, always Coca-Cola. And the Jazz run the metal goals, Smith, Sonic Circle, Jazz, and First Interstate Bank. Sponsor the very successful Joe Jazz program.
Pizza. Rod Hundley with Ryan Boone walking back to the Delta Center. We're in the 3rd quarter with 7:09 remaining. Boston leading the Jazz 67-62. Time for the Pizza Hut Pop Quiz question. Name 2 of the 3 players in Jazz history to have played in all 82 games during their rookie season. You know the answer. Call 470-570-670-5700. Out of state, toll free 1-800-729-5476. Boston with the ball. Following a great play there was Stockton and Donaldson rolling it to Donaldson, and he jump hooked it in for his 6th point of the game. So here's Sherman Douglas straight away for the Celtics. Douglas goes wide left to D. Brown. Brown behind the screen to Dina Raja. Brown yo-yoing, and here's a whistle and illegal called on Utah. Jazz basketball brought to you by Creamer Weaver, bringing you quality products for over 70 years. For freshness, pick the Daisy.
James Donaldson is a little bit too far away from Purvis Ellison as trying to get a head start on the 2-man game. There's D. Brown and Sherman Douglas have been able to get all the way to the basket.
D. Brown makes the technical free throw. He has 16 in the game. Boston's ball. They lead 67-62. Should be another point on there. He made the technical free throw. 68-62, and they don't have it on the board. All right, front court in the left corner. Open there for the jumper. Brown missing. Rebound Benoit. Now to Stockton. Stockton down the right side. Stockton wide right. Looking in. John lobs low to Crowley. Rolls with the pass a little bit ahead of him, but he's being held up, and he's fouled. Could be Dina Raja to be his 4th. But they're going to give it to Ellison, and he'll pick up his 2nd. And the 4th team foul on Boston. Jazz ball. And they're going to Stockton. Stock straight away. Donaldson rolls. He's got it. Go to the hoop. Try to dunk it. He missed it, but he's fouled. Beautiful play again. This time it's Dina Raja. He has 4 fouls. And we're in the penalty. Donaldson shoots 2.
And I'm sure this is something that was not in the Boston Celtics scouting report for James Donaldson to release on a pick and roll and go to the basket, and they were not ready for it. And the foul there on Dina Raja, again, sending James Donaldson to the free throw line.
Big guy looking for 2 more. First one good. He's hit 5 straight free throws. 7 points for Donaldson. Xavier McDaniel checks in. Dina Raja will come out of the game. Raja with only 2 points tonight, and he averages 18.3. 1 more here at the line for Donaldson. The Celtics have the 5-point lead with 6.5 minutes remaining, 3rd quarter. And Donaldson's free throw. He misses this one. On a rebound over to Sherman Douglas. On Douglas front court to the angle left. Stockton picks up on him. Douglas now faking left, trying to go right. Stockton bumps him for the foul. Stockton second on the Jazz second team foul. Boston Bond.
You know, and I agree. I think it's time to make Sherman Douglas shoot the outside jump shot. I mean, he's really hurting the Jazz off the dribble drive.
Douglas left side, and Stockton gets right out on him. Well, Douglas looking for a little running room. He'll take it inside now to Dominique over the left baseline. He'll jump one from 17 out, and it's good. Dominique Wilkins. So he has 9 points. And down court, Benoit has the ball underneath. Push it up and in. Wow, what a move. Benoit behind the plane of the board, taking that long feed. Could be our Morgan Jeweler diamond play of the game. All right, front court left, Douglas. 70-65, Boston with a lead. Douglas down on the baseline left to Dominique. He'll jump another one, same spot, misses this one. Rebound, Karl Malone to Stockton. Jazz run. Stockton leads it on to Benoit behind the plane of the board. He's out of bounds. Boston ball. John Crotty checks in, and Stockton will come out.
John going to the well just one too many times. That pass was, I mean, if he'd even caught the basketball, he was still, the momentum was going to carry him out of bounds anyway.
The front court here, Sherman Douglas. Boston leading 70-65. Douglas straight away. Roddy will guard him. Right side of D. Brown. Brown's pass knocked down. Hornacek's got it. Horty will take the middle. Jazz run. Hornacek. Right side. Benoit fumbles it. Picks it up. Misses. Karl Malone tips. No good. Rebound. Grabbed by D. Brown. To midcourt left side of Sherman Douglas. Douglas wide left with the ball. Hornacek out on it. Douglas behind McDaniel. Fake left, go right. Wide open. Free throw line. Jump it. Score it. Douglas. Douglas with 14 in the game. He scored 8 here in the 3rd quarter. On at 72-65. Celtics for real. Roddy right side. Over to Hornacek. Marty behind Karl Malone. Karl rolls out. Hornacek holds. Now to Karl base right. Fall away 15-footer. Got it. Karl Malone. He has 17. Tough shot. And he made it. 72-67 Celtics. Douglas front court left side for Boston. Hibbity hop move. McDaniel over to set the screen. Douglas has it knocked away by Karl Malone. It goes into the back court. Douglas chases it all the way down. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Boston's ball. Now they'll have to inbound for the back court. As Karl Malone squatted the ball all the way down in front of the Boston bench. Jazz put on pressure full court. Ball inbounded back court to D. Brown. Brown hurrying left side. They got 5 seconds left. Brown over the left corner. Open. McDaniel for 3. No good. Rebound. Benoit. David holding on, clears to Crotty at midcourt left side. Crotty looks into Karl Malone. He'll lob it in. Karl's got it to double him. Back out front, Hornacek. Horty fake left, go right. Down the alley, scoop it up and miss it. Rebound, Purvis Ellison. Jazz have had a number of shots going in close, but just not able to finish them off. Underneath, McDaniel's got it. Reverse layup. Goaltending Benoit. McDaniel the bucket.
They've missed some great opportunities for some layups down there, and you have the feeling that eventually those will start to fall. But this is unexcusable to go to sleep here and not get back.
So McDaniel got the easy layup, following a missed layup on the run by Hornacek. Crotty front court. Boston by 7. Crotty to the angle left. He'll look in, take it up top. Hornacek fires down the barrel from 20. Yes, Hornacek. He has 10 in the game. 74-69 in favor of Boston. John Crotty with 4 assists following that one. Front court Douglas. Sherman straight away. Wide left to D. Brown. Brown yo-yoing the left-hander behind Ellison. Brown looking now, faking left to right. Donaldson jumps out on him, and we got a whistle. An offensive foul charged to Boston Jazz basketball. Purvis Ellison upset with that call. And it'll be his foul, his 3rd. Well, it's Jazz basketball. And before you buy a new home, see why Ivory Homes is Utah's #1 home builder, 7 years running. Front court, John Crotty. Crotty up top to Antoine Carr. Big Dog, who just checked in, replacing Donaldson. Right side of Hornacek. Horny tries to shoot, but couldn't get it. He gets it to Karl Malone. The mailman back to Hornacek. Underneath the Karl, muscle it up. He's fouled. Karl Malone shoots 2.
Now that's what you call two-man basketball. It's Karl Malone and Jeff Hornacek just passing back and forth, setting screens for each other, and finally Karl rolls to the basket, gets it where he wants to, and Purvis Ellison's late getting there. The contact was drawn.
Well, they scored his 5th foul for Purvis Ellison.
And it looks like he will be replaced here after Karl Malone shoots his first free throw by Derek Strom, 6'8", 250 out of Xavier in his 4th year.
Karl Malone with 17 points, only 4 here in the third. 3 minutes remaining in the third. His first free 18 for the mailman. Derek Strong replaces Purvis Ellison. Karl for the second. Strong averaging just under 6 points a game. Now we got a technical, I believe, on Boston. Well, they're pointing over at the bench.
Personal foul charge to head coach Chris Ford of the Celtics.
Chris Ford, the head coach, gets hit with a tee.
He had to be talking or yelling very loud, the official on the opposite side of the floor.
Hornacek shoots the technical, and it's good. Jeff with 11 points. Now Karl Malone will shoot the second of 2. 74-71 Boston. And the mailman looking for point number 19. He had 19 points against Boston the first game of the year. Winning that one, the Jazz 95-93. Karl with the right hand, free throw, good. So 19 for Karl Malone. 74-72 Celtics. Front court, Sherman Douglas straight away. Douglas fakes the drive. Left side angle to Dominique from 20 out. The jumper, no. Rebound, Hornacek. Flat-footed, started to jump, and thought somebody else was going up, and then it landed right in his hands. His pass down low to Krause, kicked out of bounds by the Celtics, so the Jazz get a fresh 24 on the clock, and we got a timeout. 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter here at the Delta Center. The Celtics 74, the Utah Jazz 72.
Spun around 10 times, mind you, 10 times. Total loss of equilibrium. They'll then run to the center of the court and grab as much of that cash as they can, and they'll get to keep every buck they can stuff in there. Okay, girls, Stephanie and Karen, on your marks, get set, go. 10 times now. I mean, spun around 10 times with their head on the bat. They should have their head on the bat. Gonna make you sick just looking at it. Somebody point them in the right direction. Here we go. Total, absolute lack of control. Somebody's out there first. Lewis. Oh, goodness. That's it. You can't have any more.
It's still going.
The timing was bad on that.
And back next time, it'll be 15 times around. Mike Seymour, the center of Message Center, please. Mike Seymour.
Steals. Rod Hundley with Ron Boone back at the Delta Center. The Jazz trailing the Celtics by 2, but the Jazz had the ball. It's 74-72 here in the third with 2:42 left. David Benoit will inbound right side. He'll go to Crowdy. Crowdy left side. Out by Sherman Douglas. Wide left to Hornacek. Big Dog's in there. Antoine Carr will take it low. Derek Strong guards him. Carr goes back wide left to Crowdy. Again low to Carr. Antoine spinning underneath. Double pump. And we got a whistle. And we got a foul. That's going to be charged to the Boston Celtics. D. Brown gets the foul. We got a final score down in San Antonio as the Spurs defeat Atlanta 111-97. San Antonio with 32 wins against 16 losses. The Jazz 3 games back of Atlanta, and the Hawks with the loss have their 4-game winning streak come to an end. Antoine Carr on the line. We're in a penalty as D. Brown picked up his second foul on that play. Carr makes the free throw. Antoine with 6 points in the game. Jerry Sloan somberly looking on for the Jazz. The head coach having another great year with his team. Their record 36-14. I can tie the score here with Carr's second one. It's good. That's 7 for the big dog, and we're deadlocked at 74. Front court, Sherman Douglas to the angle left for Boston. Douglas behind McDaniel. He'll fake it left, take it right. Again out front, left side of D. Brown. Brown takes it low to Xavier McDaniel. The mailman with him. McDaniel trying to go up. Karl Malone swats it away, but grabbed him by the arm. It's a foul on the mailman. McDaniel will shoot 2. That's Carl's second foul.
Xavier, he plays the bump here. The spin, it moves, and he travels before he, and Carl slaps ball and arm and everything, and will send X-Man to the free throw.
McDaniel with 10 points. He had 8 of those in the second quarter. He's 2 for 2 at the line. McDaniel 4 for 10 for the floor. He's got 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And on the line, X-Man. Free throw no good. Check it in, little David Wesley replaces Sherman Douglas for Boston. 1 more for McDaniel with a score tied and 2 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in this third quarter.
David Wesley, a second-year veteran out of Baylor University.
Second free throw missed. Karl Malone with a rebound. So front court. Left side, John Crowdy. Crowdy yo-yoing, belt high. Looks into Karl Malone. He's got him low. Left side angle. Carl holds. Hornacek's got it. Wide left open. 18-footer. Good. Jazz lead. Hornacek with 13. Out of 76-74 Utah. Front court straight away. David Wesley. Wesley picked up by Crowdy. He'll hippity hop to the angle left. McDaniel the screen. Wesley germinates. Wide left over to D. Brown. Brown, 1 bounce pass, knocked down and out of bounds by Hornacek off Brown. Jazz basketball. Hornacek, quick hands.
Yeah, that's something that the Jazz work very hard on, getting their hands in the passing lanes, trying to get those deflections. They have a chart, they keep track of those.
Crowdy left side. Jazz on an 8-1 run here. Low into Karl Malone. Karl back out front left to Hornacek, looking for the shot. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Karl Malone. He drops it. Picks it up on a bounce. Up top, Crowdy. 3 seconds. 1 second. Benoit gets it away. Good for the baseline right. David Benoit. 78-74, Utah. And with 1 minute left in the third quarter. Left side, David Wesley. Wesley inside low to McDaniel on the baseline left. McDaniel backs in on Karl Malone. Illegal defense on the Jazz. Minus charge, so Hornacek. And Stockton replaces Crowdy with 53 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And Dave Brown will shoot a free throw here. An illegal defensive call called here on the Jazz. The official says you have to go right away. You can't go, stop, and then continue on. It has to be one continuous motion.
D. Brown makes the free throw. He has 17. Benoit hitting that jump shot. A very quiet 16 points, and David has made 8 out of 10 shots in this game.
Well, you know, David did establish a new career high the other night at 24.
He has really played well this season so far. Front court left, Wesley. David, fast, knocked down and out of bounds by Stockton. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Boston. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. And Dominique inbounds out front to Wesley. And David Wesley works left side. Stockton with him. Wesley comes left to right, gets by Stock, lays it up, misses, rebound, loose. Karl Malone's got it over to Hornacek. Karl slapped hands on the bench as the Jazz bring it down. Right side, Hornacek to the right corner to Stockton. Stock holding on. He'll back it out. 12 seconds for a shot for the Jazz. There's 20 seconds left in the quarter. Stockton, trailer to Karl Malone. 1 bounce, 20-footer by the mailman. No. Rebound, Dominique with 15 seconds left at the end of the quarter. On front court, David Wesley. To the angle left, over to D. Brown. 7 seconds left. Inside of McDaniel, back to D. Left corner for 3. Short. Karl Malone rebounds. 2 seconds. He leads it to Hornacek, who can't catch up at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter of play. The Jazz, who were down by 6 at the half and by 11 here in the third, fight back to take the lead. It's Utah 78, Boston 75. They're getting tired now.
A little bit more of Bear and a tutu. That's a Bear tutu.
Not bad. The Bear. The backwards one's got to be worried. The redhead. Huh? He strips down. The Bear strips down. Look at the girls. The Bear. Oh, he swarmed over it. Rod Hundley with Ron Boone, and we welcome you back to the Delta Center, where the Bear has been putting on a performance during our timeout. Jazz leads 78-75. He leaped 4 of the Jazz dancing ladies and slammed that baby in. They all had their heads down with their eyes closed. They said, oh my goodness, but the Bear cleared them.
They thought they were going to be bear meat.
Yeah, you better believe it. 78-75 Utah. The Jazz outscored the Celtics 28-19 in that third quarter. Wide right, D. Brown. Inside, Eric Montrose back in the game. Turning with a jump left hook, missing. Karl Malone on the rebound. Out of Stockton. Stockton into the front court. Stockton left side. Stock wide left. Yo-yoing belt high. Big Antoine Carr's checked in there to center's position. Stock takes it to him baseline left. Antoine backing in on Montrose. Turn to his right. Double pump. He's got him out of bounds and scored the bucket. Had him off balance. Antoine with 9 points. 80-75. Jazz with a lead. Right court, David Wesley straight away. Stockton meets him at the three-point line. Right side angle to Xavier McDaniel. The inside to Montrose one more time. Montrose back wide right to McDaniel. Straight away Wesley. Drive in the alley. Right runs into Stockton and throws it out of bounds. Jazz ball.
Hey, great movement here by the Jazz. John Stockton in particular doubling down and then getting back to get good position there on Wesley, David Wesley, making him throw an errant pass.
So here's Stockton with the ball on the Jazz 5-point lead. Stock drives left side, slips to the floor, but Karl Malone picks it up and hands back to Stockton, who comes back out front left side to handle the ball. 11 minutes left in the game. Jazz with a 5-point lead. Stockton knocked to the floor and a foul to David Wesley. And for Wesley, his third. First foul of the quarter on Boston. Oh, left side, Benoit inbound. David Benoit hands into Stockton. John working left to right, comes back left side. Stock drive to the base, pull up there. Looking, he'll go up top to the mailman for a 20-footer. No, rebound Eric Montrose. Over to David Wesley. On Wesley, front court straight away. Wesley up top, looking inside, can't find anybody. He'll work left to McDaniel. X-man, baseline left to Dina Roger. Got it by Karl Malone. Roger backing in. Double pump. Karl Malone knocks it away and takes it away. And then a foul. And it goes out of bounds. Jazz ball. Roger will get the foul. Karl Malone getting a high five from Stockton and Antoine Carr.
I said, this is the aggressive play that the Jazz were looking for early in the third period. Karl Malone taking 2 swipes, finally coming up with one, and you can just see the frustration there of Dino Raja as Karl strips him of the basketball.
That's his 5th foul. They don't put it up yet officially. Here's Jamie Watson in the game, front court left. Oh, they put it up. Here's Watson, top of the lane. Watson peels left. Jamie backs it out wide left. He'll go low to Karl Malone. Underneath to Stockton for the layup. Scored! Karl Malone, beautiful hook pass. Stockton with 10 points and 11 assists. Timeout Celtics. 9 minutes and 56 seconds left in the game. They're on their feet at the Delta Center. Utah 82. Karl Malone, a hook pass to Stockton, and it's Boston 75.
Brian, you see ML Carr. You see him in the stands over there? Straight across from the Jazz bench while the guy's standing up in front of him now.
All time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a bad job. That's what I heard.
He's
Big time. Big time. Rod Hundley along with Ron Boone, and welcome back to the Delta Center where the Jazz picked up a 7-point lead over Boston. They scored the first 4 points here in the 4th quarter. Boston with the ball. Sherman Douglas, left side D Brown, inside low. Here's the X-Man, drive the base, shot won't go, rebound, Montrose slammed up. Eric Montrose, only his 3rd bucket, 6 points. But the big guy slammed that one down. 82-77 Utah. Stockton front court. John with 10 points, 11 assists. Stock wide left. Lobs underneath to Karl Malone. He's got it. Scored. Alley-oop. On the pass. Beautifully done. Stockton with 12 assists. Karl Malone, 21 points.
As the Celtics had their play out of the timeout, so did the Jazz, both getting quick buckets.
Left side, here's D Brown. Inside low to the X-Man. Backs up on the base left. Jumper good. 15-foot rope. Well, McDaniel scored 12. Stockton front court. Jazz with a 5-point lead. 9 minutes left in the game. Stockton wide left. Stockton yo-yoing felt high. Up top to Karl Malone. One bounce in the paint. Right side of Benoit. Back to Jamie. Drive the alley. Scoop it up. Oh, blocked. And down it goes. No foul. That looked like he was hammered. Both Jerry Sloan and Phil Johnson up in the crowd booing that no call. Jamie Watson really taken out of the play. Right side D Brown with the ball. Low. X-Man right side jumper. Good again. McDaniel.
I mean, this is a classic move that he has. He's catching and stepping away from the defender at the same time. It's all one motion, and he's going up and shooting the jump shot.
84-81, Jazz by 3. Stockton left side, underneath to Jamie. He has trouble handling, gets it over to Karl, base left. The mailman is fouled by Sherman Douglas. The Celtics won in 3-second lane violation. Douglas, the foul, his 4th. I'm Boston with 3 team fouls. Jazz yet to commit a foul here in the 4th quarter, and the Jazz lead by 3. Karl Malone will shoot 2. Well, variety, value, and quantity is what everyone expects. Cache Valley Cheese, they'll assist you by delivering consistent products that win every time. Score big by serving Cache Valley Cheese. A mailman on the line. Karl with 21. And the free throw no good. Foul trouble for the Celtics. Ellison, Roger each with 5. Montrose and Douglas each have 4. One more for Karl. But the Celtics hanging right in there.
Well, behind some great shooting here by the X-Man, and said a little earlier, he didn't play 1 minute in game 1 in Boston, and the Jazz defeated the Boston Celtics 95-93.
Karl Malone makes the second free throw. He has 22 in the game. 85-81 Utah. Left side, here's X again. Karl Malone out with him. And here's an illegal on Utah. And here's Jerry Sloan up to complain bitterly to the ref on a technical free throw coming here for the Celtics.
Jerry's saying that you have to be up above the line out here. There's a line that's extended from the baseline, from the sideline, and he's saying that he wasn't up there.
D. Brown makes the technical. He's got 18 points in the game. Sloan pointing right there to where the offensive man has got to be in order to get that call. But the referees ignore him and caught it. Sloan still, John with him along the sideline. Ball inbound to the Sherman Douglas. Douglas yo-yoing right to left. Picked up by Stock. Douglas comes back left to right. And now a foul on Stockton. Stockton's third.
And things are starting to snowball here now. And when that starts to happen, sometimes you lose control of the basketball game. And usually when something like this happens, the offense usually ends up scoring a puck.
That's the first foul of the quarter on the Jazz. 7:55 left in the game. Douglas takes it down on the base left. Here's the X-Man. He'll live it way out front over the head of D. Brown, out of bounds. Jazz basketball. Brown going toward the ball, and the ball was lobbed high and went right over his head.
Well, he's a great leaper, as he's a slam dunk champion, but he can't get up that high.
Here is Jamie Watson, front court left. Celtics with 13 turnovers. Jazz have only 5 in this game. Jamie, front court left. Jamie Watson, low to Karl Malone, and Douglas knocks it away and out of bounds. 12 seconds on the shot clock for Utah. Jazz will put it in play, front court left side. To inbound the ball, Adam Keefe, who just checked in. He'll be with Carr and Karl Malone up front. Stockton with Jamie Watson back court. Stockton left side. 85-82 Utah. Karl Malone the screen. Stock drives left to right. Pull up. Jump it down the middle. 12-footer good. Stockton. That's 12 for Stock. 87-82 Jazz. All right, front court again. Douglas over to D. Brown on the angle left. D fake right, go left to the baseline, and Jamie there for the foul. That's his second. Checking in Hornacek. He'll replace Jamie Watson. With 7:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Boston's ball. Jamie, no points tonight, but played fairly well. Floor game. Right court left side, handling the ball, D. Brown. Fake left, go right, pull up for the angle left, 20-foot rainbow, good. D. Brown with 20 in the game. 87-84, Jazz with a lead. Hornacek driving left side, pulls up. Out front straight away to Stockton. Stockton veers left. 7 minutes left in the game. Stockton behind the mailman. Stock left to right. Looks to Carl. Can't find him. Up top, Antoine inside. Adam Keefe. Reverse left to Carl on the base. 15-footer by the mailman. Way short. Rebound. Purvis Ellison. Now over to D. Brown. Brown front court left side. Brown over the left corner to the X-Man. Karl Malone with him. McDaniel looking to drive. Pull up. Can't get the shot. Out front left to Brown. Back to McDaniel. Base left. McDaniel backs in. Karl Malone on him. McDaniel can't get the shot again. To D. Brown. He drives. Tries to go up. The ball stripped on a foul. Stockton, his fourth. John Stockton the foul. So each team has 3 team fouls, but the Jazz fouling in the act of shooting. And D. Brown shoots 2. John reaching with the right hand right there. Hard to tell if it was a foul, but it looks like it when he slapped down. Brown misses the free throw. Now he has 20 points in the game. 7 for 15 from the field and 4 out of 6 from the line. D. Brown with 5 rebounds. Second one good. Point number 21 for the sharpshooting guard. 87-85. Jazz lead down to 2. Front court Stockton. Stock behind Carl. He'll work right side. Back to the mailman. Open up top. 20-footer. Short rebound. Tipped up. Foul on Boston as Adam Keefe had the inside track for the rebound. And a foul to Purvis Ellison.
Yeah, he had the inside track. Purvis Ellison takes a swipe at the ball, catches him across the arm. He heard the whistle, and he just walked straight to the sidelines. He knew that was it.
That's 6 fouls on Ellison. He's out of here. He has played a whale of a game. 10 rebounds and 10 points for Ellison as he leaves the game with 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in the game.
And Dino Raja will be the one that will check in for Purvis Ellison Raja with 5 fouls himself.
So it's Boston on the D. Jazz with the ball, and Stockton handles. A 2-point Utah lead. Wide left to Hornacek. Horny holding on. Brown with him. Antoine Carr the screen. Hornacek left to right. Pull up top. Down on the base right to Mailman. Open from 16. Good. Karl Malone. 24 for the Mailman. It's 89-85 Utah. Karl 8 for 20 from the floor. 40% shooting, not his best, but hitting the clutch shot there. Douglas open left side for 20. He hits it. Let it get it right back.
Well, I tell you, he's making you pay for going behind the screen, but Xavier McDaniels is doing a great job of rolling to the basket, keeping Jeff Hornacek from getting between the two.
Stockton with the ball front court left. 89-87 Jazz. Stock to the middle. We go up top to Hornacek. One bounce. Try to go up. They block it. Taken away by D. Brown. Numbers as D. Brown goes all the way for the layup. Scores it with a left hand. D. Brown with 23. We're tied at 89. The Celtics come fighting back. Stockton with the ball straight away. 5 minutes and 9 seconds left in the game. Wide right, Hornacek. Horny holding on. Looking into Karl Malone. He's got him base right. Karl shovels back to Hornacek. He's fouled by D. Brown on the cut. Time for D. Brown. That's his third. By the Celtics fourth.
Well,
Jazz ball.
This is a chancy pass as Karl Malone just shovel passes underneath the arms there of D. Brown. He was pretty lucky, just lucky to get that in between the two.
So it was a penalty situation. Fifth foul. So Hornacek shoots 2 with the score tied at 89. 5 minutes left in the game. Horny's first free throw, good. Hornacek has 14 in the game. He'll shoot one more. Hornacek averaging 16.9, second best on the Jazz team. 84.8 from the free throw line. And he'll have another here. Hornacek 4 out of 4 in this game. Second free throw up, and he misses this one. On a rebound of Dina Rodgers. Boston can take the lead right here. Sherman Douglas handles the ball. Stockton waits for him at the 3-point line. Douglas drives right side. Stock from behind, steals it over to Adam Keefe. Then it's taken away by McDaniel. I knocked out of bounds, and it's Boston's ball. But Keefe had the ball. It looked like he was fouled, and no call was made.
Keefe trying to turn and get rid of the basketball because John Stockton was all alone on the other end of the court.
So McDaniel will inbound for the Celtics. They have 8 seconds on the shot clock. Left corner to D. Brown. Brown picked up by Karl Malone. They spin it out front to Douglas. He'll take a 3. He's open. Good. Sherman Douglas. Boston with the lead of 92-90. The Celtics, an incredible comeback. Stockton left side. Stock wide left. Looking into Karl Malone. Best left to Hornacek underneath to Karl. Flip it up. Down he goes. He's fouled. As Hornacek flipped it in. And a foul to McDaniel, his third. Karl shoots 2, but the Celtics have the lead. 4 minutes and 21 seconds left in the game.
Well, this team does not give up. At least they haven't in this basketball game here tonight. They've only won 8 ball games on the road. They're 8-15, and they're a team that's in 3rd place in the Atlantic Division.
And they're 18 and a half games behind.
Yeah.
20-29 record. But they're ahead here. And the lowly Clippers beat them last night. And the Clippers have won only 9 games with that win. And a free throw here, good by Karl Malone. He can tie the score with a second. The Mailman with 25. And now for the tie. Free throw. Karl taking his time up there. The Mailman with 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. The free throw, good. He has 26 points. We're tied at 92. Sherman Douglas for the Celtics front court. Douglas straight away. Stockton at the 3-point line, picks up on him. Right side of McDaniel. He'll fake right to left. Terminate inside low right to Montrose. Turn with a jump hook left hand in and out. Rebound tipped over. Stockton. Got it. Stockton. Jazz look for the lead. 4 minutes left in the game. Stockton left side. Looking for Hornacek. He's got him underneath. Lay it up and in. Beautiful play by Hornacek. Great move. Boy, did he trap and seal off the defender. And he thought he was going right. He caught it and then leaned over to the left. And with Inglis on the shot, he spun it in. And Stockton with 13 assists on the play. There's the shot by Hornacek. Timeout. 3:51 left in the game. Jazz 94. And the Boston Celtics 92. Montrose. Big body. Yeah, he's good. He's big up top, too, man.
Yeah.
All right, here's Sherman Douglas with the ball. We go back to live action at the Delta Center. Fourth quarter with 3:42 left. Jazz have the lead at 94-92. McDaniel lives down on the base left to the big fella. Turning to the base underneath Raja, turns in and scores. Dino Raja, only a second bucket, but it ties the score. Karl Malone didn't go up with him on that one. And he later in. Stockton, front court left. Stockton holding, wide left to Hornacek. Inside to Big Dog, off his head and out of bounds. As Hornacek's pass wide of him. Carr was frozen inside.
Well, he didn't want to give up his position, and Jeff tried to throw the basketball at an area. I guess he wanted Antoine to come out and get it.
Left side, McDaniel, and the Celtics can take the lead that quickly. Down low again, Raja with Keefe on him. This trip, the jump hook, good. Dino Raja, that's it. Celtics lead 96-94. Back-to-back hoops by the big fella. The Jazz lead of 2 is gone. Here is Stockton front court. 2:54 left in the game. Stockton right side. Stockton to the baseline. Drive underneath. Shovels to Karl Malone. Free throw line open. 15-footer good. The mailman from Stockton. 28 for Karl Malone. 14 assists for John Stockton. Front court left. McDaniel score tied at 96. McDaniel yo-yoing belt high. He'll look inside. He goes to Raja. Baseline left. The big fella backing in on Karl Malone. Down he goes. He's open. Keefe blocks it and a foul. Dino Raja shoots 2. Adam Keefe, his first foul. Jazz 4th. On every one, it seems like in this fourth quarter, been in the act of shooting. The mailman goes down and no charge was called. Then Keefe the foul.
Karl trying to get into position there and go with the bump and draw the charge. The officials didn't go for that.
Free throw no good by Dino Raja. His first of the game. He'll have one more.
And your theory, it still works, huh?
That's right. You have a shot a free throw and you go into the fourth quarter. It's tough to shoot the first one late in the game. One more. And he misses again. Adam Keefe on the rebound. Over to Stockton. Score tied at 96. As Stock crosses midcourt left side. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Stockton wide left. Looking at Karl Malone, McDaniel guards him. Stockton left to right with the ball back to Karl. Underneath to Adam Keefe. Put it up and in. Count it. He's fouled. Beautiful pass from Karl Malone. Adam Keefe the bucket.
Well, what a great look there by Karl Malone. He gave the pump fake as though he's going to shoot the ball. And then this is just strength. I mean, that was a one-handed pass from almost a crouch position because he was trying to get in that ready position to shoot the basketball. And that was a one-handed pass, crisp and right on the money for Adam Keefe.
Keefe, free throw good. And Adam Keefe has his first 3 points of the game. Boston takes a timeout. The foul was charged to Dino Raja, his 5th. With 2 minutes and 4 seconds left in the ball game, that's Karl Malone's beautiful assist to Adam Keefe for the 3-point play. Bucket in the free throw. Jazz 99 and Boston 96. Who is Pizza Hut? Rod Hundley with Ron Boone. Welcome back to the Delta Center. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. The Jazz lead Boston 99-96, and we have our winners on the Pizza Hut Pop Quiz question. Name 2 of the 3 players in Jazz history to have played in all 82 games during their rookie season. Well, they've had been 3. Stockton, Jimmy Les, and Blue Edwards. You got 2 of those 3, you're a winner.
Yeah, this is a big possession here, I think, for both teams. If the Jazz can put a stop here, score on their offensive end of the court, maybe they can control the clock from that point on. On the other hand, if the Boston Celtics score here, that's a new ball game.
Here is Boston with the ball. Front court left side, Sherman Douglas. Both teams are in a penalty the rest of the way. Douglas left to right, knocked away, but picked up by Dina Raja. Pass underneath, taken away by the mailman. Over to Hornacek, now to Stockton. Jazz lead by 3 and they have possession. 1:45 left in the game. Stockton left side. Stockton yo-yoing. Karl Malone going low. Stock holds it, goes down low to Karl. It gets away and out of bounds. Boston's ball. Jazz turn it over. The Celtics come back with the ball that quickly. The front court left. Sherman Douglas behind McDaniel, left to right. He's open, shot down the barrel, no good. Rebound the mailman. Karl Malone over to Hornacek. Hornacek slows it down and hands to Stockton. 1 minute and 18 seconds left in the game. Stockton, front court left. John wide left. Looking at Karl Malone, he's got him base left. The mailman from 15. Yes! Karl Malone! 30 points for the mailman. Timeout, Boston. 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the game. John Stockton with 15 assists. 1:09 left. They're on their feet at the Delta Center. Stockton fed it in, and the mailman tickled the twines from 15 out. Dead center. Jazz 101, Boston 96. We'll be back. Today, you want me to do this now? No, he wants to get, my man Anton Garrity wants me to wish his wife a happy birthday. Is that right pronunciation?
What's it, Garrity?
Garrity, right here behind us. You know him?
I don't know him.
The little guy right here. Right
I don't know him. I know.
You know him, Brian? Well, I hope I get it right. A-N-T-O-N would be Anton, wouldn't it?
Anton.
Let me do this first. Or you want to do the Morgan Jeweler? All right, let's do it. 1 minute and 9 seconds left in the game. Jazz 101, Boston 96. And now our Morgan Jeweler Diamond play of the game. Hornacek to Karl Malone. He thought he was going to shoot it, fired underneath. Adam Keefe put it up and in and made a free throw on the play. That gave Utah a 99-96 lead. And now they lead 101-96. We want to wish Dusty Garrity a happy birthday from Anton Garrity, the writer here with the Jazz. So happy birthday to Dusty. Here's Boston with the ball. 1:07 left in the game, and out front, Sherman Douglas. Right side angle to McDaniel. Inside low, they go to Montrose. Turn, jump, hook, good with the left hand.
Oh, great shot.
The big fella has 8 points. Former North Carolina All-American, #1 draft pick. 101-98 Utah. 52 seconds left in the game. Stockton, straight away. Behind Antoine Carr, Stock peels left. Underneath to Antoine, the big guy, Montrose on him. He goes under to Keefe, slam dunk, beautiful play. Adam Keefe with 5 points in the quarter, and Antoine Carr the assist. 36 seconds left. Jazz lead by 5. Sherman Douglas straight away to the angle left, the deep ball, son of a Hornacek, running for the layup, yes! The Jazz have got it in the refrigerator. 105-98. Douglas for 3, no good. Stockton rebounds. 18 seconds left. The Jazz go 20-1 against the East. 20 wins against 1 loss. 18 seconds left. Stockton shoots 2. 105-98.
And foul there by D. Brown. The Jazz defense stepping forward there down the stretch. This pass up in the air too long as Sherman Douglas was trying to get it to D. Brown, and Jeff Hornacek timed it perfectly. Ends up giving the Jazz a 105-98 lead.
Here is Stockton on the line with 12 points. Free throw good. So one more for Stockton. 106-98 Jazz, 18.5 seconds left, and Chris Ford, the dejected coach there after losing a double overtime last night and watching his team fall apart in the last minute here. Both free throws good by Stock. Jazz lead it 107-98. Right side, D. Brown for three. Looks good, but it won't go. Bounds long. Douglas, free throw line jumper, no good. Carr pulls it out of the air. Antoine holding on. They knock it away from him and fouling with 6 seconds left. Antoine didn't want to give it up. He wants those free throws.
Shoot those free throws, baby. He's missed 4 games here. He has to get back to shooting those free throws there on the line.
Roger fouls out of the game. Carr shoots 2. Tomorrow night, the Jazz are in Phoenix. We'll have it for you on KJazz TV at 6:30 tomorrow night. Jazz and the Phoenix Suns. Charles Barkley against Karl Malone.
And I think we should say congratulations, don't you think, to our new AD here tonight. First game, Chris Kittering. We're talking about you.
She does it all. She has to wear a lot of hats working for the Jazz.
She really does.
Antoine Carr hits the free throw. Chrissy did a nice job.
Nice job, Trish.
One more for the big dog, and he misses this one. Rebound, Montrose. 5 seconds left. Antoine with 10 points in this game. Over in the right corner for 3, D. Brown. No good at the buzzer. So the Jazz sweep the Celtics on a night when John Stockton got his 10,000th assist. Total 15 for the game, so he has 10,008 assists going into the game tomorrow night against Phoenix. Karl Malone with 30 to lead away. The final, Utah 108, Boston 98. $20 and $30. Yeah. 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 That'll make a difference. Who cares? Get a dog. Chambers had 6 in the first half and never showed in the second half, did he? He didn't play, did he? Second half? He had 6 points. Who have I got on the post game? I asked for Stockton and Antoine, one or the other. One or the other. I don't know who they gave me. I don't care. Is it Antoine for the sub? Okay. For the Cowboy. Are we doing that thing with a player tonight? We don't do it? Oh, it's on tomorrow night. It's tomorrow night. Yeah. Rod Hundley with Ron Boone, and we welcome you back to the Delta Center where the Jazz have beaten Boston for the 2nd time on the year, 108-98. We hope you've enjoyed the simulcast. The Jazz outscored the Celtics 30-23 in that 4th quarter and really rallied, and Boston in control for a while, but in the last minute, the Jazz defense won the ball game.
It really did. Right down the stretch, the Jazz had problems with Sherman Douglas and D. Brown breaking the defense down, getting to the point, and now the Jazz have defeated the Boston Celtics 7 straight times, 20 and 33 overall.
And the Celtics are yet to win a game in the Delta Center, so Jazz should have built this building a long time ago when Bird was playing. Karl Malone 30 points, Stockton 15 assists, and Antoine Carr scored 9 tonight. And in the last 30 seconds or so of the game, Adam Keefe, who was scoreless, picked up 5 crucial points for the Jazz.
And a great feed there from Karl Malone.
Right.
Ended up in a 3-point play, giving the Jazz a 5-point lead.
So we'll take a break and we'll come back. Well, first, let's have our Subway sub of the game. Can't forget that, Antoine Carr. He's our Subway sub of the game. $100 will go to the Junior League, which sponsors the Children's Justice Center, Kids Space, Domestic Violence Assistance, and Utah Youth Village. Thanks, Subway. Thanks, Antoine Carr. 10 points, 4 rebounds for the big dog. We'll take a break and be back with a post-game show, either with John Stockton or Antoine Carr. The final, Utah 108 and the Boston Celtics 98. Where are we? Hello, hello. You were in grade school, got more points. Two fouls. You tell Mike, you were just swinging it out there.
Small and smart.
All right, welcome back to the Delta Center and the Utah Jazz Nordstrom postgame show. Tonight, the Jazz have win over the Celtics 108-98, and we welcome you to our postgame show. John Stockton, our guest, went over 10,000 assists in his career tonight with 15, and has 10,008 for the year. Number 7 in the first half, put him at that point. And John's our guest. He also scored 14 points in the game. Congratulations, first of all. I know I always have to lead with this. To you, the winning and so on is the important thing, but I think it's incredible. I don't know how long it'll take somebody to reach 10,000 in this game again. And the current players, the next guy to you has got 5,000 or whatever. So congratulations.
Thanks. It's seems kind of anticlimactic after the
Oscar, rather not Oscar, but the Magic when you went by him.
And the big performance that the team put on out here. So it didn't seem like it was too exciting. We just wanted to get on with the game tonight.
Larry Miller was standing there with the ball for about 3 minutes. You were wrapped up in that huddle at the timeout.
I might have still been in the huddle. Jeff Hornacek said, "Hey, you better go out there. Larry's out there." So I said, "Oh, okay." We didn't even see him.
Well, that's nice. Yes, you got the ball and 10,000, and you happened on a night when Bob Cousy, the broadcaster for the Celtics, is here, and he has the record for 8 consecutive years of leading the NBA in assists. If you do it this year and you're on top at this time, you would tie him. That's another great accomplishment.
Well, again, it's a singular thing and it's a stat thing. So we're just going to play and not worry about stats. And as you can see tonight, I thought at the end, Antoine wasn't worrying about stats. Otherwise, he'd have been thinking about the shot there and found Adam underneath for the three-pointer. So that's what it takes to win ball games.
Well, the big dog came back tonight and played 24 minutes, had 10 points and 4 rebounds. He looked good at playing with the goggles on. Didn't seem to bother him.
No, he looked good, but he's struggling. The eye is very painful. I'm sure he gets headaches. And vision's a little funny, but he's a tough guy, and it's why he's become so important for us. He comes in here and battles, gives us enthusiasm, gives us strength and intensity, and he's just been a great addition for us.
Winning this game was defense in that last minute. A couple of steals and big plays. Adam Keefe came in there and got 5 quick points after turnovers by Boston.
Well, these games sure aren't coming by easily. I mean, we're having to work very hard, and it's kind of nice to win those kind of games because it's easy to lose them, and it's a confidence builder when you win a tight one and you kind of break it open in the final seconds. That's a nice feeling.
Okay, John, don't go away. We'll come back and have more with John Stockton as the Jazz tonight with a win over the Celtics, 108-98. But that's a good point. You can, if you play well, you can beat anyone. So the team is really confident about every time. I think more so than any year you've played with this team.
I think in the old days we're quite a bit overmatched, and you knew you could beat teams, but you'd have to play you play your best game. Maybe they'd have to be a little bit off. Now we just feel like if we go in and play our best, we're going to win the ball game, regardless of what they do. So it's not always an easy chore to accomplish, but when we do, it's a victory.
Antoine Carr's played well, obviously, but James Donaldson's helped this team. The two of you had a nice little pick and roll a couple times tonight here in the second half.
The more I watch James, the more I wonder why he's been sitting out watching for a couple years. He still moves very well. He's huge, and he's got great hands. He made some great catches in there tonight and finished on good plays. So I'm glad we have him.
All right, John. I know we got to get out of here and get down to Phoenix. So thanks for coming on. Congratulations again, and there's your gift certificate from Norse.
Thanks, Ira.
John Stockton. I'll be back with Ryan Boone. We'll take a final look at the Jazz victory over Boston, 108-98, right after this time up. We'll beat them tomorrow. We'll kick our ass.
You think so?